Hi. Mm, Bwomp, 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 bump, 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 womp, 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 womp. Hi. Um, Owie. This shit is bananas. Bananas. This shit is bananas. Bana. Hello. Hi, I hope you're okay out there. Um, I'm being a silly goose. Okay, check it. So, this shit is bananas. Bananas. Hi, I'm not sorry. Um, did I did I do that? Did I do the thing? Okay, I did the thing. All right, y'all. Not sorry. What the fuck? The people on the hub and out attestations of the H4Xing of the hub people. Okay. Hi, do y'all want this? Y'all should probably want this. Um, I'm no longer asking. I'm just gonna shove it on you now. If you want to see something that we've looked at today, when I'm a reacty schmackty lemon twacty, you can like go to the it's gonna be in chat, but also if you're watching on YouTube in the VOD, hello, thank you. There's links for the stuff we do in the description on most videos. So hi, hope you're well. Um, 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 I don't know if I want to play Elden or Complete Edition.
The
I'll
ones that
think
tell you
on
to
it.
call them when you get a message that pops up on your computer that looks like this. They were among some of the worst, manipulative, lying pieces of trash walking God's green earth. Let's do this.
Hoy sale estafado, el estafador.
Why you have done such a thing?
First up is Alex. He tried to use Quick Assist, which is a Windows feature that enables remote access to control another person's PC screen to troubleshoot issues or provide support. Or in this case, scam. He didn't like it when I couldn't get Quick Assist to work.
And what do you do on this computer? Like email, shopping, banking, what do you do?
No, I do the banking and just general like searching internet for wonton soup recipe and chicken fried rice, you know, like that kind of thing, right?
What have you put in?
I put in the word quick, but you don't tell me quickly.
Okay, can you read? What do you type? What have you typed in?
Quick. Oh wait, it say here quick assist Microsoft
And it says get. It says get.
Oh, okay, get.
Click on the get.
Okay, I click on the get. I click on get, I don't get. I click on get and don't get. You get and then you don't get. Maybe I forget and hopefully I get this time. I can't open.
Okay.
Then there was Olivia, who I tried to flirt with, even though she thought I was a young lady. She tried to tell me that my IP address was hacked.
So, ma'am, have you clicked on any link or any advertisement online?
No, I don't click on thing I don't know.
Okay, ma'am. In that case, you know what happened? Sometimes we go through some web pages which is not secured, and once you click to any web page which is not secured, they can easily hack your information. But we need to check what we need to do. If you're getting this warning, this can be for two reasons. Number one, this can be a hacker. Number two, this can be a virus. We're gonna connect you with the Microsoft Secure server. After that, we're gonna diagnose your network and we will check the problem. Okay?
I called before, talked to some guy, but he don't come back to the phone. He told me to go to quick assist or something like that, but it's not working on my computer.
Ultra
The background
viewer.
is sick.
Let's click
Okay.
on download, which is in a green in color.
Like a download.
Click on anyway.
Okay, I clicking on anyway. Okay, nothing happened.
You
I
mean the
click
keep
on
button?
anyway. Keep or discard. Click on the keep, or do I need to click on the discard?
No, do not click on the discard. Keep on click on that.
Keep on click on that.
Yes. All right, miss. Can you hear me?
But I'm not a miss. I'm a guy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's no problem,
I'm so
sir.
sorry.
You thought I was a girl?
I thought you are a young lady, but I
Hi,
think you are a young man.
Yeah, no, I'm a man.
This would be a hacking concern, but right now we're gonna scan your network. So just allow me a minute, miss. Just allow me a minute, sir.
Yeah, it's a Sam.
About to
You called
connect.
me a miss again, okay?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Not all of us are.
I don't
not
know if
locked
they're
on our
throwing
head when
hands
we
at
are
each
baby.
other.
It's okay.
See, I think
I
you're
think
a
they're in
young
a
man.
squabble.
No, I'm
can't
in
tell.
my late 35, like I'm 35 years old, so not so young anymore.
Oh, you're 35?
Yeah, I'm
Ancient
35.
geezer-ass
35 year
bitch.
old. It's
Oh,
not
it's
so
not
young.
too bad.
If you had a twin sister, how old would she be?
Sir, if I have a twin sister, she would be 25 because I'm 25 years old.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to ask you. I don't want to ask your age
Yep,
directly.
how are you doing?
They say don't ask a lady her age. So I ask about your twin sister.
I got it. That's the good line.
I use it with older ladies. I'm
Sir,
single.
have you-
I talk to the women as
How are
many times
you?
as I possibly can. So I say the kind of thing, you know.
Okay, do not touch your computer because
Okay.
I'm gonna connect you with the Microsoft Secure server.
I also want to connect with you, and I don't know if you can feel it, but I feel like there's a connection coming.
Sir,
Do you feel it, or no? Is it just me?
listen.
It's a one-side connection.
No. We're just gonna connect you with the Microsoft Secure server, and we're gonna guide you some troubleshoot step. With the help of that connections, you can easily diagnose your network and you can check what the problem is because there is a whole professional team who's gonna work on your case.
Your name is what again? Is Jessica?
My name is Olivia.
Oh, that's a beautiful name.
Olivia
Oh,
is a
my
pretty
goodness. Olivia. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Just maybe
Thank you.
you sound now better because the name, you know, the name go with the voice so good. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes you
Sir,
gotta get
tell
away
me
to
the
feel
ID and
okay.
the password
As long
again.
as you're
This is
okay.
the last time when I'm asking.
No
Make sure you
problem.
stay alright.
After this, maybe you give me your phone
Let-
number and maybe
let
we
me-
do a date, online date. You asked me for my number so many times.
Ooh, make sure
Yeah, it's
that you
a
have a
big black
timer for them
box.
too.
It's like a rectangle.
They're
It's
the
a
only
rectangle,
person that
black
deserves a
rectangle.
timer on
What's
you.
written over
That
there?
deserves your
Two
timers
side
right now.
even and then two side long side even too.
Sir.
It says
Ellie.
see the
So what's
colon.
written over there?
I have see the colon, so I can see your colon in the
Microsoft
user's
Windows.
home. If you want me
You
to
can
go
tell
to your
everyone
home
else to
see
wait
the
on their
colon, I can.
laurels.
Okay, so this means you are successfully getting connected with the Microsoft Secure server. So you will be seeing a white blinking button. Type D,
You want the D?
D,
You want the D?
D as in David. Yeah, D.
Okay, I give you the D. Okay.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
He did just say that.
I as in Indiana.
Okay.
R as in Robert.
Okay. Der. Oh, it's here say
So,
a tiny
sir,
tiny bank Trojan, right? I gave you the D. I hear it say it's a tiny.
so this means there are some hackers in your system right now. What does that say? So, like
Tiny.
tiny bank Trojan found. Like that means you can Google it out. This is a virus which will attack on your banks, on your credential information. So there are some foreign addresses which we
I needed this.
detected, right? So which someone is using your credential or your financial information.
You are saying here there's a tiny bank Trojan. So for the tiny D, you have to have a tiny Trojan, right? That's what you say?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So let me tell you, there are some foreign addresses. We just need to check it out, everything. We just need to scan your network. My professional team is working on your case right now. If this is a hacking concern, because they hacked you with the IP address, and they can easily access on your all the devices. But right now you're getting connected with the Microsoft Secure server.
I'm
so
dead.
your computer is secure
Oh my
for the
gosh.
temporary purpose.
You say IP. Well, what do you mean IP? Is the IP like a tiny too because it say a tiny bank Trojan?
Tiny bank Trojan, you can Google it out. Okay, that's the virus.
It's for the tiny IP.
With the help of this, someone can
I also use questionably fucked up ways to describe concepts around computers. So this works for me.
First of all, they will attack on your email and your social security number, and second of all, they will attack on your financial, like your bank statement and like your bank cards, credit or debit cards. So sir, make sure, like, have you checked your bank statement? Like, have you received any suspicious charge from past 1 hour, 2 hour? And please do let me know if you found any suspicious charge.
I can check now if you want. I can check here on my computer.
Okay, make sure check your all the credit or debit cards, okay?
No, the saving I don't use. It's just interest. Just have the money come in. But when I look at the interest I earn, it's like emotional damage.
Oh, emotional damage?
Yeah.
Emotional damage. I got it. Right now, they didn't charge you, but they are having your information, like your banking and your credential information. They can charge you, right? We just need to protect your IP address as well and your social security number, your all the credentials, because all the credentials are at risk right now. So I hope you're understanding me what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I hear like the one time you're putting
It is bananas that they called these people. Like, they'll just scattershot everyone, so they will get randos that don't know.
Okay.
It's like asking you to log on to your bank ensures that when they start keylogging and start doing credential hijacking, that's included.
No, it's Olivia.
Oh, Olivia. Oh, Olivia.
Olivia.
Oh, yeah. All of you. Okay, all of
you. I can imagine. A lot of times folks just put expectations on others, though, and being able to appropriately negotiate how to deal with that would be a growth for a lot of us. So, may you find people that like to grow and grow kindly with you.
So why you're getting a silent treatment from the ladies? What happened? Are you still single?
Yeah, I'm very much a single guy. I get the silent treatment because I think maybe I'm too forward. Maybe I'm too forward, you know, I'm a too forward guy, you know.
Hope you will find your partner soon. So there are no best wishes for you.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking right now. I'm not looking. But if she suddenly like shows up because you know she worked for Microsoft and she helping me with the computer, then you know I will know it's the right one. You know what I mean.
I got it what you're trying to say, but right now, sir, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, right? You know, there has to be the right connection, right? The ultra connection.
Sir. So my senior technician will give you a call within next 2 minutes.
Is this like commentary
okay,
YouTube
Olivia,
with
before
swag?
you go, I just want to ask you something before you go.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to seem like I'm being too forward with you, but I want to know, you know, anytime I get to talk to a beautiful like a 25-year-old.
Yes, sir. You can call me on the direct call number. But right now, this is a hacking concern, so my senior technician is giving you a call. Please pick the call. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, W, love you.
KW, love you.
Shut down. Oh. Shot down like that. She just was like, want nothing to do with you, buddy. Nothing to. This is a hacking concern? Screw you. Unbelievable.
YouTube recommended
Michael, the floor
this.
manager told me that there were hackers on my network, but that he would patch my call over to my bank to protect my account.
So what we are going to do, we will take care of your network for the next 2 days.
And like baiting scammers is like one thing, right? But now I'm curious if they just, like, randomly flirt with everyone that picks up the phone. Like, there's too much stuff. I literally just found out about them today clicking through what YouTube recommended because I'm a goober and I can, and you can't stop me. I will watch the world burn. I will watch it burn with a smile on my face, telling them to be kind and mindful till the very last breath I draw. And every so often it's a W. Oh, Pope Francis is home. Yo, thanks to a few organizations that founded under his papacy. There we go. We're seeing reparations for children who have been assaulted by members of the church. Finally, that is bananas. Reparations and public acknowledgement. The last one for public acknowledgement is a little bit more iffy, and I hope it's not weaponized. But reparations for those that were assaulted by members of the church and it used as a cudgel. I'm glad when this man is like, as long as he is happy and learning and growing and applying himself to grow and do more helpful shit as he goes, he's gonna get my like happy person that made the streamer smile of the day every day he comes into my silly goofball head. It's not the most, but it's a start, and we haven't had a start before. We've been watching speedrunners cheat at speedruns. That's been wild.
Dark Souls is officially hitting its rebellious teenage years, 14 years old and still pulling off jaw-dropping surprises. In December 2024, a groundbreaking warp glitch shook the speedrunning world and shattered one of its biggest barriers. The speedrunner QQ made history by becoming the first person ever to complete Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition in under 20 minutes without using force quit roam warps.
I fucking did it, dude.
That's a massive deal. In this video, I'll break down the new world record and explain.
That's a later
I had
thing.
everything right here, and it's all.
Why are you there? Was it you we had? It was you.
And we have started the scan to remove those hackers from the network. Okay?
Okay.
But you need to understand one thing, sir. We can't take care
I
of
was
your
gonna play
financial
Elton,
things, like your
or
bankings. For that,
Neo,
what we
but
are
I
going to
didn't.
do, we are going to patch your call with
I
your
hit a
bank
stall,
so that
and I
you
ended
can
up
have a
here.
word with them. And you need to tell them the whole scenario that there are hackers on your network. And please tell them, sir, to put your account under the higher securities for the next 2 days.
You're going to connect me directly, or I have to call them right now?
Sir, you no need to call them by yourself.
Oh, I
because
named
if
the
you
stream
call them,
being silly.
then your lines are not safe because there are hackers on your network. Might be
Just being
possibility the
silly.
hackers can listen your conversation. So
Okay.
I'm going to patch your call over this secure line.
Okay.
Once
Do
I patch your call,
do I need to call
sorry?
the police? That's concerning to me that somebody's listening to my call.
no, sir,
I can just call the police. I go down to the police station.
Up next is the other Alex, which pretended to be my bank. He tells me that I have an illegal pre-authorized transaction to an adult website, and that the only way to get rid of it is to
Wait, how is it illegal though?
create a duplicate charge. He tells me that I can't trust my own branch because they may have done the illegal transaction, and I can only trust him. Under his direction, I go to get $4,000 out of my bank.
Do they know that, like, only in certain locales that adult websites are illegal? Do they know that people can just, like, go have a subscription to, like, people and, like, it's fine? They can, like, do that, and if they work for people, they can just, like, I don't know, put that on their taxes? It's not my cup of tea, but that's okay. I don't like a lot of things that other people do. I don't even like that I just coughed.
All right, I have verified Miss Olivia. I've been working with the Microsoft for the last 4.5 years, and they have given the same information.
The situation is I don't know. It's a funny thing to name a stream.
Is that correct?
How are
Is
you?
that what you got information from them?
I don't know. I don't know if she said that exactly as foreign.
I mean, also, I don't have bananas, and I don't have bananas Foster.
Tiny bank Trojan.
Tiny bank Trojan.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a tiny bank
And
Trojan.
we have multiple accounts here with you. It's a Perceptive checking account ending with 5627. You have available balance of $2,412.38.
Yeah, that's right.
On
Okay.
October 21st, you have a McDonald's charge for $15.41. Is that a good charge or a bad charge?
That's a right charge. Yeah.
On the same day on
I'm such
DoorDash
a silly goose.
for
Do we want to play
$26.53.
games? Do we want to
Yeah,
play
that's
Elden?
right too.
But apart from that, the next charge that you have in your account
You wanna
is
play,
still
like,
on a pending charge,
new
but
fighting
not
game?
as a pending showing on your online screen because this is a scheduled transaction. Before I ask you about this transaction, I need to know that have you shared any of your details to the third person? Just yes
Do you
or
want
no.
to play Fallout?
What do you mean with a third person? What do you mean a third
Do we want to
person?
play
I
trading
don't know
card
what you mean
games
by
at
a
Card
third
Shop
person. Like, is there
Simulator?
a second person I am
Like
supposed to
apart
share
from
with?
you,
Ooh.
do you have shared
Which ones are
any
new?
of your information
New to
to
us or
anyone
new in
else?
When you
general?
say a third person, that means like it's
Like, I've been
me,
in
a
Elden
second
Ring for
person, a
almost
third person.
1337
So I don't know.
No,
hours.
sir, it's just a figure of
It's
speech.
currently
Well, let me just tell you
13227,
about the charge you have
1322.
next on
We're
your
almost at
account.
elite.
Your account has been logged in a multiple location. Have you shared any of your username and password
I
in
miss
that
Kerbal
account
Space
to anyone that
Program.
you know
That's a
of?
lovely
The
game.
charge is
It's been
for
out for a minute.
$3,999.
What?
This charge is going to a site name called Pornhub.com to buy a subscription of a pornography.
Oh no. I don't do that. No, I don't.
Do you have any knowledge about this charge, sir?
Okay, I have gone to the Pornhub before, to what you call pleasure, but not for that kind of thing there. No, I don't do
Sir,
that.
you are on a recordable line right now because
Okay.
this is a illegal charge in all over the world, plus in United
You realize that people are allowed to put working in adult film on their taxes, right?
States. It's a crime because this is a pornography subscription that somebody or you, we don't know yet, that bought from your account, and this charge is an overseas charge going to China.
I do go to the Pornhub to look at like Asian persuasion, the vagina, like, or you say China, right? I don't know, but I don't do the thing you.
Anyway, so first of all, we don't need that much information over the recorded line because we have to submit this recording in the courthouse in order to prove you that you are innocent.
Yeah,
Do
no,
they
I just
know
look at
indecency
the
laws
adult
aren't even the
vagina.
way?
Yeah, the adult vagina. I don't look at the one. No.
So you are telling me that you have not made any of this charge?
No, I did not do that one. No.
All right, and let's see how we can stop this charge. This is a scheduled transaction.
Well, it's not
It is
here. I don't
coming.
see it.
I'll tell you, sir, why it's
What
not.
you say
not
of
here.
others
Free
is
of
sometimes
Sir,
often true of
please listen to
yourself.
me. This is a
So I could
pre-authorized
imagine that,
scheduled
like, if this is the
transaction
first
coming
thing
out from
they
your account
pick
after 2 hours.
is someone
It will
went to the
show
hub,
on your account
they must
within
go to the
1
hub a
hour.
lot.
Oh.
Because
This
it's
is a
not the
scheduled
first thing people
transaction. It
think
will
of
take
unless
time
they've been
to
thinking
show on
about it a
your
lot.
screen. This transaction
See, I'd
was made
imagine
this
if someone
morning
had
at
something weird on their
6:30
computer,
a.m.
That's
that someone would have their their
vagina
fucking
transaction
stream key
in
for
China?
Twitch.
That's
Because I
correct.
do that
The
a lot.
$4,000
I don't know.
transaction has been done this morning to China. Let me just go ahead and talk to
Maybe
the
they
fraudster
took my
team
Elden
about that.
save
Yeah,
and they're
they're
gonna get
scumbags,
banned
man.
for
This
loading
is
an
exactly
invalid
what they do. They
save.
tell you that
I don't
there's
know.
child stuff on there that you're looking at, and this is really scary to people, right? Because this is like a serious offense, and you can go to jail for a long time. And so this is kind of the tactics that they use to really scare people. So it's terrible. It's terrible.
Okay, unfortunately, we cannot stop the transaction because this is a pre-authorized
me
transaction
look.
coming out from your account. They have
New to
suggested that we can
us
create a
would
duplicate
be
charge in your
now
account, so we can cancel
own.
this
Like,
charge that's
it's the
going to
newest one
China.
to us.
Do you know what's the duplicate
Elden,
charge in a
we're still
banking
fucking with
terms?
hard.
No, I don't know I don't work at the
but
bank. I don't know what you call.
Once we create a charge for $4,000, then the bank will call you and ask you, did you make the transaction 2 times for the same amount? In this case, you just have to deny you did not want any of the transaction to go ahead. I don't want any transaction. This is the only way we can stop this charge going out of country to China, because once this charge is going out, you probably have to face some legal charges as well. How long you been living here in the United States, sir?
Just like
They don't even need to be slapped. They just need to be told they're being goobers. Also, there's like laws against what they do. So they're fine. Just let the judge get them. The judge will bring some sense into them. Judges are hilarious. They can like I've like known a lot of judges and I've heard of those who stand up for the, stepped on. They get to be pedantic and tell people who are fucked up to go fuck themselves. But they do so in a very like above board and by the letter way. So they may even like, and you, sir, may fuck off to someone when we may just be like, you're a dick. And when they say that, they get to slam their little gavel. That means that somebody gets to go on timeout for being a shithead for a while. It's kind of handy. Well, they say that this person, who I think has said they're in the States, are looking at adult materia, to which they're coming at it implying that all adult materia is against the law. But no, you just have to have an ID to look at it in Texas and Virginia and Florida, I think. And most of the states, you can just like go into a shop and it's there. So, whatever. I mean, if you give the judges like anything, I think they like smile at you, recuse themselves, and then slide up into your DMs and ask if you want to smash. But then they're not your judge anymore. I don't know. So, I mean, if you think they're cute, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Do what you want.
Maybe like 10 year.
They
10
can say
years.
no.
So you probably know about the law system here and everything.
Well, I'm not so familiar with the law system, but I am trying to learn more and more.
Okay, that's shady. They ask if they've been there for 10 fucking years yet, so they don't know the law. Oh, that's fucking shady. Okay, you know how I give people shit when they try to tell my one viewer, Andy asked, that if they make some like $200 piece of art 10 times over that my stream will pop off? You know how I tell them they did like not the greatest target selection? Is this good target selection? Because like you only get one person that knows what's up out of like a lot of them. And if you scattershot, you do get people because we read DOJ reports they get got. Is it bad target selection or good target selection? I think it's being a dickhead, but I think it's mid target selection. A tepid
About
mid.
America. It's a beautiful place. I know that I'm trying to be like an Asian American, right? Like a perfect one, like a good citizen. I don't want these charges.
How far is the bank from you?
I just never time it, I just go to the bank. I don't go, hey, let me count down the minute and second, exactly how many minutes it take to get there. Person who helped me at the branch, I'm
Valid.
surprised I don't get called by them. You have
Because this,
can you get him
let me
on the
tell
line?
you.
The guy, he helped me all the time, actually. He's the one who helped me open
No,
the
I'll
bank
tell you,
account.
sir. We cannot trust any third person because right now you're connected with the fraud protection team as well.
Okay.
So fraud protection team do not accept any third person interference.
I'm sorry, but aren't all furries gamers and weebs anyway? Like, I'm like pretty sure they are. Like, I know it's not appropriate to generalize groups of people or to levy prejudice to make quick assessments. But like, I think it's like congressional decree that every furry has to be a gamer and a weeb, right? Like, isn't that like? I know misinformation's bad, so don't pay attention to that part. But like, didn't Congress say that like every furry has to be both a gamer and a weeaboo? Wasn't this like a decision made by like the only decision the Supreme Court shoved through in total agreement with no dissenting opinion? Like, isn't this like the hallmark case that like all furries have to be gamers and weebs? Wasn't that like isn't that the thing? Isn't that the headcanon?
Like your bank or anyone.
You work at the bank.
Sir,
I don't know like why I have to go to a bank or why you're asking about the branch because I'm talking to you. Like, how do we make a duplicate charge? I can go to the McDonald's again today. I get a apple pie. It's a delicious anyway. So I can get the apple pie and then can somehow you make it a duplicate charge that with the apple pie or no?
Sir, apple pie charge is not going to be a $4,000 charge.
Oh, I have to go and make a $4,000 purchase.
You from your regular
Right, it's the first time then the partisan people got along for 2 seconds and they agreed.
North Carolina. You need to transfer your money from your savings to your checking.
Can I say I transfer like 8,000, right? Make it like extra $4,000, right?
Sir,
It's
how
like
you can do that if you don't have the sufficient amount in
I
your
don't
account?
know.
How you can make it?
I don't know. You're the bank guy. I thought maybe you can say like you can.
I'll guide you, sir.
Is
Don't
this a
worry.
fake bank
Sir,
app?
let me tell you that once your identity has been compromised, your bank is the only one who has your username and the password.
Yeah, you are my bank, right? You.
Sir, I'm
you are
talking
working
about
for
your
the
branch.
bank, like.
I mean, I'm imagining if you set your name, like I'm imagining if you're a YouTuber who's pantomiming your carbon-based name is not like I'm imagining if you're pantomiming and putting like shit on blast, it's not legit. And I'm just imagining that Jimmy Wang Hung Lo is their pseudonym or their instead of a pin name, like a scam baiting game name. I don't know. I could be fucking wrong,
Oh, the
but
branch.
Sir, I'm
Okay.
talking about your
I feel
branch,
like
not
Jimmy Wang Hang Lo is possibly their fucking pin name.
talking about the headquarters of the Bank of America.
I bet this is a local instance of a banking app.
Can go to my the Irving Park branch. They know me there. They can
I bet
help
they
me.
do good
No,
DNS.
sir, that's what I'm saying. They already know you, so we don't trust that branch anymore because it might be someone from there that is compromising your details out from the bank.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
So we don't want the hackers to know that you already know about the transaction and everything. I'm going to freeze your account. Whatever the rest money you have in your account, I'm going to freeze it from here. Okay? So no more transaction will come in your account from anywhere.
It's too much. I don't know. It's so much information. I getting stressed out. Like
Sir, first of all,
I
calm
don't know.
yourself
It's,
down. Sir,
but
first of all, calm yourself down.
this is
Like as long as people don't do dodgy shit with their phone, like a phone in private browsing mode attached to not your wireless network would be such a W way to deal with this.
serious. You're saying there's some
Preventatively?
hacker. They take my money. I have to go and
Sir,
to different branch now.
It's not like an S tier way. It's at least a solid B, but it's still a B will get you a W here and there.
Oh, and it says
Sir,
it's
listen to me.
emotional.
Sir, your money is still with you. You don't have to worry for that. The only thing we are doing, we are trying to stop the payment is going out from your account after 2 hours from now.
Like, what's your name again? Sorry, I forget your name.
It's Alex Beecher.
Alex Beecher, Beacher.
It's a Beacher.
Oh, not Alex
Okay, now,
Beecher. Okay.
Mr. Wang Hanglu, listen to me now.
You just made the list!
Want you to drive to the bank that I told you and get your cash out for $4,000. And when you get back to your home, then give me a call back on this number and I will tell you what exactly you have to do with that.
You're the fraud department, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, so you're the fraud department. Can you call the branch direct right now? Call them right now and say, hey, you have a customer. His information being leaked by you guys. Like, why you do?
Sir,
why you have done such a thing? Right? Why you have done such a thing? You know, tell them.
Sir, are you going to listen to me or are you going to say yours?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, what I think you should do is call them and say, you know.
Is this a judgy thing to say? Do they look high as fuck?
Let me tell you something. We are not sure.
So if
it
you say
might
that kind
be
of thing
possible.
to the bank because you're the.
So are you going to listen to me or are you just going to say
Say
yours?
no.
I was talking. I don't know
Tell
you
them
were
you won't
talking.
listen to shit they say.
I'm trying to tell you
I'm
what
just
exactly
telling you, like, what
happened.
you should do is tell them that, hey, you cannot do this, okay? Yes,
Sir, we are the fraud protection team. You are the one who create the charge from your account.
No, I don't create
If you
the
want,
charge.
I can just go ahead. Sir, if you want, I can just go ahead and just send the sheriff department at your place. But no problem.
No, of course not. No, I don't. If you say the bank branch, my West Irving Park branch, they.
Hey, YouTube people. I'm shouting y'all bitches out with love and respect. Welcome back.
They caused the
Sir,
problem.
I'm not saying. I said it might be possible.
No,
I
but
never
you say
said
we
I'm
don't trust them.
confirmed.
You say, wait, we don't trust them.
Sir, we don't trust anyone when it comes to your identity.
No, I
That's
have
why
my-
I told you to go in a different branch. Sir,
Right,
it's totally up to you. If you want, sir, do one thing. You don't have to do anything. Just stay at your home. Once this transaction is out from your account,
I
then we
don't
will
want-
send the police at your
No,
place, and then we will
Sir,
discuss
please
it from there.
No, sir, please. I don't know. If my back branch, right? If they
So,
do this charge, if they
they're
say,
LARPing
hey,
extortion?
your identity is being taken or stolen from
That's
this
bananas.
bank branch, then you are the fraud department, right? You call them. You say, hey, you are doing a wrong thing. You give them the banking spanking, right? Like you tell them no, don't do.
Sir,
But,
the way you
Banking,
are talking,
spanking?
sir, the way you are talking seems like that you are the one who made that create the charge.
No, I don't.
Sir, seems like it that you have done this charge because the way you are talking to a fraud protection department. I'm not from the fraud protection department, but your call is already connected to them as well. So we have to submit this recording to them, but the way you are talking seems like it that you are the one who did this transaction.
No, I did not do the transaction. I tell you right now, right? I am innocent.
Sir, just to get your cash out, come back to your home and give me a call.
I'm sorry. I'm like stress. I'm so stressed right now. You tell me this charge is a serious charge. I don't want to go to jail. I love this place too much to go to the jail. I don't want to.
Do not say anything about the hacking or anything to any third person or anyone from the bank. Just get your money out. When you have your cash in your hand, just come back to your place and give me a call.
Okay, do you make a note like on my account that there's a fraud charge? Like, did you tell them?
So
like,
we cannot do that. If I do that, it will completely freeze your account and then you might lose all your money.
Okay. I go now. I put my slipper on real quick. I go.
Up next is Hadley Paul. She answers when I try to call Alex back to tell him that I had the money he asked me to take out. She transfers me to Alex.
So, okay, I call because I have a problem, right? She tell me, look, there's a connection to the internet IP people. There's people who are seeing me IP.
And I quote IP people?
Okay, you want me to transfer to
Who
your
do they
bank?
pee?
And what, can you please tell me the person?
Do the we
I
of
don't
them
think he's
pee?
a
So that
Persian,
all of
though.
them
I don't
take a
think he's
we?
a Persian guy.
Do they take
Stay
a
on the
we
line with me.
together?
Okay, I
I'm
have
going
like
to
the cash
transfer
right
to
here.
you.
Like, you know, I just don't.
Okay, sir.
don't
Hold
know
on
what
a
to do.
second. Let me.
Like,
Okay, let me talk first. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna call him direct again. You know, it's going to go to.
Are
like,
they scheduling
electronic,
robberies?
lady, please enter your card number. All that thing. I don't want to do. I don't want to do that. I
No,
want
sir.
to like
Oh, no,
just
sir. Listen to
talk
me
to him
first.
directly. I just
Listen
want to
to me
talk to
first.
him. I just want to talk to him directly, please. Okay. I
You
just
are going
want
to talk to him.
talk to him.
Can I have
Okay,
a-
Alex Beecher.
Okay, can I have a word first?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
listen
if
to
you
me
don't
first.
like, if I transfer to Alex Beecher direct, then I have it.
Okay, listen to me first.
That's
sir.
who I want to talk to. Is
I
Alex.
pull
He
up the
tell me.
details for you, okay? I
Okay.
pull up the details for you from Olivia's file, and I still get to know that you have to
Oh, it's
switch on your
Olivia
network,
again.
and it's the attempt of hacking.
Oh,
I'm
sick.
going to explain
I just
it
want
to
to
you, sir.
talk
You
to
have calm
Alex
down.
Beecher, okay? I want to talk to Alex Beecher. He
That's
tell me
so
to give
metal.
$4,000. I have here. I'm sitting here in my living room with a $4,000 cash. I don't know what to do. Like,
Okay.
as I can't put in the bank. The bank is hacked. It can't go to my branch. The branch is not trustworthy. So I don't know.
Mr. Jimmy Van Hanglu, this is Alex Beecher from Bank of America. Please give me a call back, sir. Yes, thank you for
Oh.
calling Bank of America.
Okay, yeah, I am here with I have the money now. I don't know what to do.
I'm going to transfer your call to the fraud protection department.
I thought you were the
Okay,
fraud
because-
department.
Sir, I told you I'm connected with the fraud protection department, but they have some questions to ask you first.
Only
before
7
they give you an option
jaywalkings?
How you create a
Poultry
duplicate
noob
charge.
numbers.
Alex then transfers me to no-name guy
Get your
at the
W's
fraud
up.
detection department. I think he and Alex drink out of the same Kool-Aid. Flavor.
Oh my gosh, my
Gaslight.
officers,
The charge is
my sheriff has like helped me jaywalk before. Like, I know it's supposed to catch people for like the phrase is supposed to be like people aren't paying attention or what have you. But like I'll pay attention and they see me paying attention and they're glad I just wave at them. So they will hold up traffic at the middle of the fucking road to like wave me on and be like, come on, bitch, just cross. We got you. They won't fuck with you. And they'll mean mug random drivers. And it's like so fucking funny. My jaywalking is I'm looking both ways, so I'm fucking fine to do it.
in your account. But
Okay.
No
we
one
have
has
to
to slow
stop
down
that.
for me.
And how we do that?
They just
I
make
don't
people
know.
slow
You know
down.
that you
I
don't
don't
have
know. I
balance
don't know
in your
how.
No, it's because like the one thing I don't want to do is like make other. I don't want to make drivers slow down because I'm jaywalking, or crossing in the middle of the road. But as long as you make sure you don't have to inconvenience them, you're good, and you look both ways, etc. Mind you, I do that, and I'm just waiting for the break in traffic, which is going to fucking happen, and they still hold it up, and it's like fucking adorable. I fucking adore them. They're cute.
How to
account
do
right
I
now.
don't know how to do a duplicate charge. I don't know.
I'm a
Like you're asking
shithead.
a question. I don't know. I
They're
don't work at the
in,
bank.
they're
I don't
aiding and
know how
abetting
to
my
make a
jaywalking.
transaction like that. So I don't know.
Don't worry, sir. I'm telling you. There are some stores nearby you, like Public, Target. What you need to do, you need to go Target and get the Target gift cards of the same amount.
You need to go to Target and you need to target the bullseye at the target.
What? How
You
does
don't
that like
have a cell phone, sir. This is the reason. Let me tell you. First, let me complete, and I'll answer all the questions to you once I'm done. We need to create one more payment of the same amount of $4,000 which you having. And how we'll do that? By cash money. You have to go and buy
Cash
Target
money.
gift cards of $4,000. I will register those cards on your name and link it with your bank account. Once I link your gift cards with your bank account, that's mean your account having two payment. One is going to Target. Let me complete.
But
One is
so I don't so I don't want like I
Let me
don't understand
finish.
like can you stop the transaction? Like I don't know like I
Sir,
take
we
the money
cannot
out
stop the
already. How could you
transaction,
change?
sir,
How
okay?
could you?
This
How
money
could there
will
be
go
a 4,000?
negative.
There's not enough money in the bank account now for the transaction to go through. So
I
will I
love
get
their
my
You
own
room.
understand,
sufficient
sir, you
fund
don't have enough balance,
charge?
but you having overdraft protection. If this money get deducted, your account will go in negative.
Yeah, but my overdraft is only like $200.
Hackers can increase that.
Yeah, but
Let
you
me
are the
complete,
bank, right?
sir.
You are
Stay
the
on the
bank.
line.
You are the bank.
Stay
I
on the
don't.
line.
So oh my, I don't know.
I'll
Like
appreciate if you stay on the line, sir.
okay. I cannot deal with this guy, right? He's not letting me talk. He's not letting me get a one word in. One word. That's all I want. One. Just one. You know, I take
You're
it. I
bouncing.
want to
You're
get
bouncing.
one word in.
As far we have checked to your charge of $4,000 going to China, it is an illegal payment, right?
I know. Yeah, I
Within
understand.
1 hour,
Like,
sir. I'll
no,
tell you one thing. Do not interrupt me, please.
Sir, I understand the charge already. Okay, I know what you
I
tell me.
understand you as well,
But
sir.
they
but
tell
Big
me
Earl's
already. Okay,
talking.
but I'm
Don't
not
interrupt
doing
Big
that
Earl.
charge.
Gentle person, don't interrupt me.
I'm not doing that charge, sir. I don't do that charge.
Sir, this charge is, let me complete first.
It's not
okay?
me.
I do know that this charge is not made by you. But we have to stop this because if this money get deducted out of your account will go in negative, even in $1. If this money get deducted, you will face legal problems. Government will get to know that your account
Bro,
is being
overdraft
misused
protection
and you do not have any
lets you
physical
go a while before
documentation
they
to
send
prove
a
them
civil
wrong.
suit.
At the same time, they will suspend your social number and put you behind the bars. Do what I'm telling you. Go
Your social
Target,
number.
get the Target gift cards for $4,000. Get back to your home. Do let me know. I will stop the charge and transfer the $4,000 which you having in gift cards back to your account.
Can I close the account? I'm gonna go to a different bank. I don't want to deal with this too
You
much.
can, we can close your account.
It's too much, sir. It's too much. It's too much. Okay, it's
Stay on the line with me. Stay on the line.
We have to stop the charge. We are going to put our money in your account. So we can create
I have
a charge.
I have the money here. I have the money here.
I know you have the money, sir.
I can go put it back in the account.
Okay, I'm not saying you don't have the money. If you're innocent and you want to prove your innocence, because we don't want anyone to get arrested if they're innocent. And when we put our money in your account, then you can create a duplicate charge. In that case, we can show to the bank that yes, you have created a charge because we don't want that charge going out of your
Yeah,
account.
but you just told me right now. You say, hey, we stopped the charge. We cancel.
We stopped the charge
Why
in
do
how
a
we can
duplicate? I don't know why you do it.
Sir, I'm not getting your point. We are putting our money in your account. Do you still have a problem with that?
No, I can put my own money in my account. I don't.
This person's chat's trying to stop the content.
I don't know why you're saying you're going to put your money.
It will, sir. First of all, even if we stop the charge, the problem is your account has an illegal charge.
Yeah, but this is America, man. You know,
Their chat's being
what you
reasonable, by the
call,
way.
I'm innocent until proven guilty. Innocent
just-
until
That's what I'm
proven
saying.
guilty,
If
not
you
guilty
want, sir,
first.
you can come to the courthouse
It's just the
and then
psychic
we
lore
can
of it
talk.
all.
If that's what you want, I will just go ahead and disconnect the line, and we will send the sheriff at your doorstep. We'll just present you the paper after 1 hour when this transaction comes to your account.
No,
For
I don't want.
for illegal transaction of insufficient funds. Then you can come to the courthouse and then we can talk.
I don't want to have the sheriff. Okay, I don't want to be arrested or anything like that. Okay, I don't want that. What I
Sir,
want
I'm
to
giving
do
you
is-
the best. Sir, I'm giving you the best option. Sir, first of all,
It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Okay, it don't make sense. It don't make a sense. Okay, I don't understand.
What do you mean it don't make sense?
You're telling me, okay?
Sometimes.
You're telling me, okay, we cancel. Don't worry about the transaction.
Sir,
we cancel
in
it.
order,
But then you tell me,
sir,
hey,
I said
you
we
need
can
to.
cancel.
This is
go and
fueled
do
by
a
the lulz.
duplicate
Sir, first of all,
transaction.
you
I
need
don't
to
know.
listen first
So I don't.
before you interrupting me for no reason.
I'm not interrupting. Okay, I'm talking.
Sir, you keep interrupting me. That's
No,
why
I'm not
you don't hear
interrupting.
what I said to you.
I'm not interrupting. I'm talking.
You are not listening. You are keep interrupting me. That's why you didn't
A
heard
knuckle
what I told
sandwich.
you. I said we can stop the transaction. Not to worry about that. We are putting our money in your bank account. Do you understand that now?
Why you're putting?
So they can like cancel the check once it's like initially before clearing. Once it's initially placed in before clearing, they can cancel it and you've already sent money somewhere. So now you just look dodgy. That's why.
Your money in my account. I don't know.
So the
Because,
goose?
sir, you are innocent and we have to catch
They
the
know
criminal.
this.
It's not about your money. It's about your identity and these people who is doing that
This is the
illegal
motives.
charges in America.
Yeah,
We
but
have to catch those people as well.
Okay, but I'm
Yeah.
not a detective. I cannot help catch the person, right? I'm not a detective.
Sir,
I
you're
don't-
not helping. You are. If you're not helping, that means you.
What do
are
you
the
mean I'm not
culprit in
helping?
this case.
It's my money, okay? It's my money.
Sir,
I mean,
we are
AI
giving
currently
you
tries
your
to do
money. You don't have to
self-preservation
worry
even though
about
it's
that.
not
But
true
I have the
AI.
money already here. I have the
You
$4,000
don't
in my
have-
safe right
Sir.
now. What do you mean? You're giving me like the.
Now all we gotta
Once
do is get
we
true
create
AI
the
and convince
charge in your
them that they're the
account, then
reason
we
that mom and
exactly
dad don't
know
talk
where
anymore.
The first charge was going.
Yeesh.
If that charge went denied without any cause or insufficient funds, we cannot catch the criminals of this charge. So you're confused. You're making me confused as well. I'm giving you the best option that we have here.
Okay, hold on. Let me understand. Okay. So you're saying to me there's a charge, right, for like vagina stuff, right? Make from
That's correct.
It come from vagina, right?
It's coming from China. Somebody approved
They said the charge came from the hub.
the charge
But
from
okay.
China
Okay.
in your
so-
account on
Right, and I say-
Pornhub.com.
Okay, I'm talking, okay? I'm talking, not you, okay? I'm trying to tell you what I understand. And you tell
Okay.
me, hey, you are wrong. No, this is no right story, okay? You can tell me after, but I'm trying to tell you the whole thing I understand, so you can then tell me, hey, you are on the right path, or no, hey, you are going away from the Zen. The thing I understand is someone say, hey, right, about some like some vagina charge, right? And I say, hey, I don't do. Then you say, yeah, okay, you don't do, so go to bank and get a $4,000. So I go get the $4,000. Now I'm sitting here at home. Now you tell me, hey, go get Target, go to Target to get the gift card. I say, what? What's a gift card got to do with it? So then you say, okay, don't go to Target now. Don't go. Okay, we will put the $4,000 in your bank account.
I never said don't go to Target. Target is a government
Don't go to
approved store
Target.
where you can get the encryption card from there.
Don't go to
we can
Target, y'all
encrypt
hear?
it
No,
from
I am the
fraud
target.
protection team.
You understand me?
Costco.
I don't
I'm the
even know
target.
why I am
I am the
arguing with
target.
you
Someone is
when I'm
targeting
trying
me,
to help
okay?
you here.
I am the target. Someone is trying to target me.
Sir,
I
that's
don't
what
need to
we are
go to
trying
Target
do.
to
We
say,
are
hey, I'm the
trying
target.
to keep you out of the target.
I am not. I'm the target. I am the target. Someone is trying to target me. Charge me with this crime.
Sir, we're giving you extra $4,000 so you
Oh
can keep
my,
that $4,000.
oh my goodness,
You
hiya.
understand now? So do one thing. Go ahead and close your account and keep all your money. When the police come to your doorstep and
No,
knock
no,
on
I
your
don't-
door, just
no.
explain it to them what
I
exactly
don't-
happened.
Sir, I
And
don't
then they
know-
will take you to the courthouse when you have the next
Sir,
given date. After 14 days,
and then we will talk in the courthouse.
I'm an innocent
So
person,
then
right?
why
It's
are you not
it's a
added
recorded line,
complexity.
right? It's a recorded.
It's a
They
recording.
just
That's why I
added
keep
random
explaining to
complexity.
you,
I'm
and you are
innocent.
keep denying it, that you already take out your money. Now you don't have any charge in your account. When this charge comes in your account, it will be go denied. I do understand that. But in that case, we cannot catch the criminals. It's not about your money. It's about the identity and these online hackers that we have to catch.
Again, I'm not a detective. I don't catch criminal, right? I don't do that.
So that means you don't want to help. What if the next charge comes again in your account? Then what you gonna do?
How can I help you if I don't know who make the charge? I don't know who make the charge.
The plot
What do you
thickens
mean
so
you
much.
don't know who
Like a
make the
nice
charge?
rule.
I don't
It's
know
an
who
online
make the charge. It's not me, okay? I tell
Well,
you.
it's not you, but
I
it's
tell
in
you
your
so
account.
many times. It's
Listen.
not me. I
Listen,
don't make the
Mr.
charge.
Wang Hunglo, listen to me. I don't have that much time because you don't have that much time either. It is only a matter of time.
We don't have much time. It's only a matter of time. So let's love living while we've got it. Don't forget to drink water.
Next in 1 hour, your
Drink my water.
transaction will hit in your account, this transaction, and then we can talk. You do
Why can't you stop the charge?
consequences you're going
Stop
to
the
face.
charge. You stop the charge, okay? You know how to do it.
Not to be the
We
meme,
cannot stop
but
the charge
Stop the
until
to
charge
be
now.
the
we
meme.
duplicate charge in
Hey
your
yo,
account.
bro, I forgot my
Why?
water.
I
I'm gonna
don't
be
know.
right back.
What do you
Now
mean
do
you
something
don't know?
weird when I
What
turn
is the
around.
point of the duplicate charge? You have a duplicate charge, so I don't have go into overdraft. That's it. I will
Sir,
pay
I
the
need
overdraft fee.
everything in the recording that yes, you are helping the bank and you are not the black sheep of the charge. You
I'm
are
not the
not the
black
one who
sheep.
did that. You understand?
Yeah, I don't have any wool. I'm not the black sheep.
That's what I'm trying to explain it to you. You are not the black sheep, and that's what I'm telling you.
And I'm telling you, I don't have any wool, right? I don't know why you are trying to tell me that this charge is I did it. I did not do the charge.
I know, sir, you did not do the charge, and that's why I'm talking to you over the recorded line from the fraud protection department. And that's the only reason I'm talking to you.
But I am telling you, it's not me, okay? I don't make the charge. I don't make the charge. Can you open a new account with the Bank of America for me? Then I just open a new account, transfer the money to that account, then close the one that's going to be the charge.
So you think everything is so easy? Whatever you say, the bank is going to accept that and go with your terms?
Albert Einstein said, "Genius is simple." You know, it's good to be simple.
Sir, we are not talking about Albert Einstein here. I'm talking about you and see what you have to do with your account.
No, we're not talking about Albert Einstein. We're talking about vagina, right? A charge for a vagina from China. I don't make it, okay? I tell you now. It's a no me.
Let me tell you one thing, sir. I just had a word with Social Security Administration, and they have given me the permission right now to suspend your social number. We have found many criminal activities on your name by using your
I
computer
saw y'all
or
dancing
the
when I
fucking
got my
laptop you're
water.
using, and
Hey.
whatever you're having right now. So what we can do right now, we're going to call the sheriff
Why you
right
swear?
now, and you go behind the bars.
Hey, I don't know what's your language. Hey, why you swearing at me? I don't know.
Because you don't know what to do, you don't know what you care.
You're not clear, okay? You're not good explaining, okay? Not explain proper. You tell me, oh, hey, do this, do that, do this, and you don't tell me why. I don't know.
I'm gonna call the sheriff right now, sir, and they will gonna come at your doorstep and put you behind the bars. The best thing I can do for you.
No, that's not.
To stop
No,
the
I don't
criminal
want that,
activity.
okay? What?
No, you want
Right
it,
behind
sir.
the
I do
bars.
I don't
understand
want.
it. You want it. From a very long time.
No,
Let
I
me
don't want.
complete. If you
No, I
interrupt
don't
me
want, okay?
one more time, sir,
No, I
I'm
don't
gonna
want.
hang up the call, and it will take as a complete refusal from your end that you're no more interested to help yourself and help the government. Okay? And right now, what I'm about to do for you right now is suspending your social number. Whatever comes on your name will get freezed down forever. Because from a very long time, I was thinking that the hackers is real. But hackers are not real. This transaction is made by you. I'm gonna call the sheriff right now. Bye.
It's not me. No, I don't make the charge. No,
You
I
did
don't
that
do it. No,
for
I
a
did.
very long time.
Did
I
a
was
drum roll
thinking
happen?
It was the hackers.
It's the
But
hacker make the
hackers are not
vagina
real.
purchase. It's not me.
Hackers
Not
are
me.
not real. You are the real hacker, sir.
I'm
You are
not
the
the hacker.
culprit. I do now.
I'm not.
I'm gonna call
Hey,
the sheriff
hey,
right now. Stand
Hey,
by.
shut up. Okay, shut up.
The hackers made the
don't make a
vagina
charge.
purchase.
No,
It's like
I'm
the
you
Louisiana
are the criminal, sir.
purchase.
I'm not a criminal, okay?
I'm gonna call the sheriff.
No.
Hey, Nancy, please dial the
No.
sheriff number.
No. What?
Nancy, dial the sheriff number. He's lying with me. He's the hackers. He's
I'm not
the
lying
one who
with
made
you,
the
okay?
payment.
I don't
You
lie
should be
with men,
shameful on
okay?
you, sir.
I like the women. I don't lie with you, okay?
You like women? I'm not a gay even.
You said
know
I
what?
lie with
What
you.
I'm
I
about
don't
to
lie
do
with
right
you.
now, sir. Hey, Nancy, give the
Who's
call
Nancy?
to
I don't know
sheriff
who
right
Nancy
now.
is. Who Nancy? I don't know.
Nancy is
Nancy
the
Drew.
officer who is working over here under Social Security Administration to handle the scammers like you. She is on a conference call. Sheriff is on the call. Sheriff is on the call? Okay.
No.
Yeah, Sheriff Nobody? Yeah, he's not disabled. He can actually fap. No, he said he couldn't walk, and now he's fapping. His third leg is jogging up and down while he's on the phone with me. Sheriff Nobody. Please.
Okay, where's Olivia?
Send the authorities. He said he couldn't walk, but his third leg is jiggling and jogging.
She helped me
Golly.
before. She a nice person. Like, you're not nice.
Hello, Mr. Adam. I'm from the bank. There is a customer in our bank. He used his account for some illegal activity. I can share his account number and social number too. Please do the best thing and put him behind the bars right now.
I don't do this, okay? You're telling me I do it, I don't do it, okay? Okay.
Sir, please stop.
Tell
Please
me what
stop.
to do, okay? I do what you say. I do what you say, okay? I do what you say, okay?
Don't go to his house, okay?
No, okay, stop, okay? No, stop.
Ask him last time if he will follow whatever I'm telling him or not. If he refuses, I will call you, okay? I'll call you right back, sir. What with the sheriff? Please follow the instructions of the bank. Stay on the line.
Hello?
Yes, now please tell me, sir, what you want to do.
Okay. What I want to do, I want to close my my account with Bank of
close your
America. I'm
eyes?
going to go to Chase because I don't expect this kind of treatment from Bank of America. They make a fake charge about some kind of vagina charge. They try to charge me for vagina and I don't do that. So I'm going to close the account. I'm going to go to Chase. And I'm going to
well, if you still
give
want
a
to go
bad
to Chase,
review
that's
to.
not
I'm
a
gonna
problem.
I'm gonna call the
but
police
still, this
myself
charge
and
is
tell
going
them
to be, sir,
that
you are
Chase
not
Bank of
following
America
the
is being
instructions.
really rude to me. Okay, that's
Sir,
what I'm going to do.
You are not
okay? That's what
following
I'm
the
going to do. I'm
instructions.
going to
Do
call.
you want to
I
follow the
follow
instructions,
each and
or
every
you?
instruction you give me. Okay, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't. This
All right,
is
don't worry,
stupid,
sir.
okay?
I will disconnect the
You're a
call
stupid
and I will
man.
go ahead
You are
and call the
stupid
sheriff.
man. You are
Thank you very
stupid
much.
man. You are stupid man. You are stupid
Thank
man.
you very much,
You are
sir.
stupid man.
Thank you.
You are
Thank you
stupid
for calling
man.
me stupid
You're
on the
stupid
recorded
man.
line.
Yeah, you're a stupid
this
man.
will be presented in the courthouse in the front of jury and
man.
judge.
You're a stupid man, okay? You're a stupid man, okay?
It will be presented
You are
in
the
front of the
stupid
judge and
man.
the jury.
Okay? You are the stupid man.
And we will surely will get you
Stupid,
deported
okay?
back to China.
You're a stupid man.
Because
No,
that's your hometown and you came from China. And
I come from
that's what
China.
I'll tell the judge, that you are helping
China's your
your
hometown?
country to make this illegal charge. I will tell that to them. Because you just called us stupid to me on a recorded call.
No, I said Bank of
And-
America is stupid, not you, okay?
Sir,
Bank of
you said
America is
stupid man. You said stupid man.
Yeah, you are a stupid man.
See, you're just saying it again. You're a stupid man.
Don't tell me I'm a stupid man, okay? Don't say that. That's no customer service is no good.
Well, thank you very much for staying online, and I'm going to disconnect the call, and we will just follow the protocols now, okay?
You're a stupid man.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a good day.
You don't have a good day, okay? You take the charge off, okay? I don't do it.
The
I
charge
don't do
is
it,
not
charge, okay?
going anywhere. The charge is
don't-
not going
listen to me.
anywhere.
Listen to me,
Let
okay?
me
Listen to
tell
me.
you, the charge is not going
Listen to
anywhere.
me, okay? I do not meet the charge. Okay, I don't meet the charge.
No, I'm not going to move any charge.
I don't meet the charge, okay? I don't
No,
do
I'm
it.
not.
I don't do the charge, okay?
The charge is not going to
I
be
don't do
removable
the charge,
from my
okay?
hand.
I tell you one time,
I don't
two
know.
time, 3 time, 4 time, 5 time,
A few moments later.
6, 7,
But you
11,
can keep
7 time.
repeating yourself.
I don't
when
make
you
the
are
charge,
guilty,
okay?
That's what you do.
I don't make
When
the
you are
charge.
guilty, that's what you
I'm
do.
not guilty,
you keep
okay?
repeating
It's a
yourself.
innocent until proven guilty, okay?
You are guilty by the bank side, and I will prove that in the courthouse.
Okay, my backside is no guilty, okay? It's no guilty.
Your
My backside. Say the
your
backside.
backside is not guilty. I'm not getting your point.
You say I'm guilty by the backside.
I said bank side, not the back side.
Yeah, I'm not guilty by any side, okay? You were saying I'm guilty because I'm from China as a racist.
No, it's not racist.
Yeah, it's a racist. You say, hey, you are from China and the charge is from China. So you're trying to make it for the Chinese people.
Bye-bye, sir. Have a good day.
I told you. And what did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Cause I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say would happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened. A huge shout out to my Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee supporters. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see me troll more scammers, you can give a click right here. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.
Peace.
After beating Blood,
you will hold your bloodborne tits. I want to see how a letter. How did a letter? Dark Souls? Letter. No, it's like the letter F or the letter G or the letter orange or the letter blue. It's the letter Dark Souls.
The brand new techniques that led to this achievement.
Hey, what?
But to see why this is so groundbreaking, we must first understand the run's place in the bigger picture of Dark Souls speedrunning. We are talking about the original Dark Souls and not the remastered version. The remaster has unique glitches and its timer runs slower, so direct comparisons are impossible. Vanilla speedruns have several traditional categories. 80% Force Quit is the only one which allows wrong warping using the Alt F4 shortcut, basically closing the game at specific moments to manipulate outcomes. While clever, it's controversial because it relies on actions outside the game itself, so it's confined to its own category. On the other hand, speedruns without force quits, such as any %, are way more popular, and that's where QQ's world record falls and why it is so special.
It does rely on the game mechanics.
The last 10-minute barrier in any % was broken in 2020, and for years no one thought that a run under 20 minutes was possible, but the community once more defied all expectations. Before the new discoveries, the record stood at an impressive yet frustrating 20 minutes and 19 seconds.
But you couldn't do wrong warp without the code base.
Almost everything differs, including the class selection. Instead of the usual thief, hunter, or pyromancer, the choice is surprisingly bandit with black firebombs. Unlike most other runs, the initial equipment plays no role here, so attributes make the difference, and bandit has the highest starting strength. Black firebombs are of course used for defeating the Asylum Demon early, but also serve an important purpose later. Let's dive into the run now. The first truly big change happens at Oscar's wall. Traditionally, speedrunners would save and quit here using the character's stand-up animation to break the wall and skip the boulder trap, but QQ instead heads upstairs and along with the boulder aggroes the hollow next to it. The new friend then follows him as he talks to Oscar, which doesn't take long thanks to Q's insane mashing speed. Exploiting enemies for skips isn't new, but what in the world is there to skip here? An asylum. After running downstairs and waiting for the hollow, we start going backwards and try to bait the enemy to the ladder. Using a parry and a left jab, the hollow is repositioned and then another parry and a riposte occur.
Oh my
Without seemingly much happening, we then continue as normal. Without much happening, except for a freaking hollow being parried completely randomly. What's going on? We just performed the technique newly discovered by the glitch hunter Eloise, called ladder storage. In essence, it is the act of interrupting the animation for climbing a ladder. While this trick exists in other From Software games such as Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, or even Elden Ring, Dark Souls is just built different, literally. For some reason, the known methods of triggering ladder storage never worked in Lordran, until now, and an early game revolution followed. Before I explain the benefits of interrupting the animation, we need to step back and look at how the game stores the player's position. Next to the immediate position, that is where the character is physically located at any given moment, there's also something called the stored position. That is a set of coordinates written down to the save file used to respawn the character after a reload. These two variables are usually more or less in sync, though not quite, but more on that later. Stored position is dictated by the ground the character stands on, meaning no position is ever stored in the air. Still, there are floors which the game does not want the player to spawn on and does not store their position on them. For example, on moving platforms, such as elevators. Since a reload places them either to the top or bottom spots, the player would spawn mid-air if the position was stored mid-operation. Similarly, in boss arenas, reloading needs to move the player to the entrance rather than tossing them directly back to action. Ladders work the same way. When climbing a ladder, the stored position remains locked to the ground where the climb began until the player exits the ladder. But what Eloise discovered is that riposting or backstabbing an enemy on the exact frame of pressing the climb button interrupts the ladder climb by prioritizing the attack. Although it's the attack that plays out, the game still acts as if the player started climbing the ladder and locks the stored position accordingly. This allows the player to move freely, in other words, change their immediate position without their stored position updating. This state then persists as long as they do not reload the game, climb another ladder, or perform specific actions such as pivoting, falling, or bonking a wall. This is why QQ avoids quitting out on the big asylum door, a staple in all the runs. With his stored position locked to the ladder, QQ heads towards the undead merchant in Undeadburg to buy some expected yet essential items. The rapier and short bow for the bread and butter moose swap glitch, the reinforced club for its power boost over the starting battle axe, and 2 wooden arrows. All of this seems pretty standard so far, but then something surprising happens. QQ depletes his stamina, which in turn triggers an animation normally seen when falling off a ladder, followed by an immediate save and quit. When he reloads, the character falls from the sky, landing somewhere out of bounds and surviving thanks to another quit out. This area is all the way in Undead Parish, right above the huge armored boar. It's an incredible sight, but how on earth does this happen? Let's rewind and find out. At the beginning of the sequence, depleting stamina triggers the falling off a ladder animation. This ties directly to the ladder storage we set up back in Asylum. The stored position got locked because the game considered the player character to be on a ladder. And what happens when you're on a ladder and run out of stamina? That's right, you fall. Therefore, running out of stamina with ladder storage triggers the corresponding animation, even though no ladder is actually involved. But what's the purpose? Why not simply save and quit after visiting the merchant? We should then naturally spawn back in as a firelink. What? Remember when I said that the immediate and stored positions are more or less in sync under normal circumstances? The more or less is actually a 4-frame buffer between the two variables. We've covered this in other videos, but it's very important. When the character is moving, its stored position is always 4 frames behind its immediate position. Yet, this fact shouldn't cause issues during ladder storage, as the buffer is entirely filled with the ladder's coordinates and not updated, so a save and quit should spawn the player back in Asylum, but the player spawned in Firelink instead. You see, the cutscene transporting the chosen undead from Asylum to Firelink sets the stored position to Firelink as well. That would be a massive problem, but luckily, it bypasses the buffer and instead of filling it with Firelink's coordinates, changes only the active frame of the stored position variable. That means the buffer still contains coordinates from the Asylum ladder, and moving it along for at least a single frame would place them back to the active slot, bumping out the Firelink stored position. Earlier, I listed some actions that can break ladder storage. As soon as that happens, the game resumes updating the stored position with the immediate position, the one at the merchant, first activating the Asylum coordinates, and 4 frames later the merchant coordinates. But that negates the entire effect of ladder storage and restores the player's state back to normal. Here's where the ladder fall animation becomes critical. Besides interrupting ladder storage, it carries another special property. When falling off a ladder, the character first swings their arms violently and only starts falling after a brief moment. To achieve this effect, the game disables both gravity and collision for the player during the first 28 frames of the animation. This means the character isn't technically touching the ground, and the game can't update the stored position. It is during this overlap of ladder storage being broken and the no gravity effect being applied that the game updates the player's stored position for just 1 frame. Meaning the most recent frame of the buffer is filled with the immediate position at the merchant, in effect pushing out Firelink's coordinates from the active slot and replacing them with Asylum's. The buffer remains static over the next 28 frames, creating the perfect opportunity to save and reload, and warp to the active stored position at the ladder in Asylum. We call this process the ladder warp glitch. But QQ does not spawn in the Asylum upon reload. Why? Aside from the positions, the game holds another variable that I call last area. Last area dictates which part of the map the game should prioritize during loading, and is determined by what map piece the immediate position, rather than the stored, last came into contact with. As we are at the merchant, Undeadburg becomes last area, while the stored position remains in Undead Asylum due to ladder storage, creating a disconnect between the two variables. Upon reload, the player spawns at the Asylum ladder's coordinates, but it's the Burg map that is loaded. seated, rather than undead asylum, and until the immediate position touches solid ground, nothing else can load, meaning the player starts falling out of bounds. But falling into the void is typically avoided due to how interconnected Dark Souls is, and the runner Androv T discovered that the Undead Asylum ladder is positioned directly above Undeadburg, or rather Undead Parish, next to the boar. Now, falling from such a height should kill the player instantly, but QQ survives thanks to a unique quirk in the game's mechanics. Usually, falling from a fatal height reduces our HP to 0 instantly when we hit the ground, leaving no time to save our position or quit the game. But certain effects can change the splatter animation into one that delays the HP reduction. This gives us just enough time to save our position at the bottom and reload the game to survive. The Sorcery Fall Control is a well-known example, producing Fall Control quit-out glitches. Remarkably, spawning mid-air rather than on solid ground also triggers this delay, allowing QQ to store a position and reload safely. This is not the last time we will see this principle exploited.
That's beautiful.
The Asylum Ladder Warp lets us travel from the Undead Merchant all the way to Undead Parish. Welcome to Dark Souls Airlines. Please remain seated as we ladder warp directly over Taurus Demon, Hellkite Drake, and the Black Knight Greatsword Tower. Local attractions you will never visit. Next stop, Undead Parish, prepare for landing. But with no greatsword, it's clear another weapon will have to take center stage. After this huge skip, the next bit of the run dances to a familiar rhythm. First comes the Sensegate skip to enter the fortress and Anolondo early, while taking the Undead Parish bonfire for later. We move swap while waiting for the lizard to get smashed by the boulder. Move swap is a classic glitch that allows performing running, rolling, and plunging attacks of one weapon on another. In this case, it combines the rapier's double hit running attack on the club. If you're new to move swap, I've covered it in detail in other videos. The next new optimization is fascinating, as Sense has always been a straightforward part of the run. If this next lizard stays out of the way, it is possible to roll through this table and maintain enough stamina to sprint up the stairs, hug the wall, and narrowly avoid the boulder trap. That saves reloading the game and in turn a second or two. The next boss, Iron Golem, is the reason QQ purchased the reinforced club. But although this weapon is solid for the early game, unupgraded, it does not do particularly well against the golem. Our goal is to make him fall off the bridge. That requires dealing 400 damage below the knees for a stagger, then another 200 to make him stumble. Since the club alone isn't enough, the remaining black firebombs can help, especially because they can deal double damage by hitting both legs at the same time. The fight starts by throwing one of them while avoiding the opening projectile. Next, we hit the golem with 2 running attacks and throw firebombs while stamina recovers. Third one staggers. Then 2 more bombs and 1 last running attack finish the job, sending the Iron Golem plunging off the bridge. Now, if you were counting, you're probably shouting at the screen,
"Oh, it's everyone's
I saw
favorite
6 firebombs, I swear, that was totally 6 firebombs." And you're not wrong. The 6th firebomb comes from the item dupe glitch. Consumables without a confirmation prompt can be reused by pressing the use button at the exact moment the last item is consumed. For the firebomb, that is a 2-frame window. This glitch has been commonly utilized to dupe small souls for early leveling, but applying it here skips a running attack and an R1, shaving precious seconds off the fight. It doesn't look like it, but our attacks are so precisely calculated that they deal exactly 400 damage to stagger and exactly 200 for the stumble. Not a single point of damage gets wasted. That's also why the weaker battle axe wouldn't cut it, although the damage difference is tiny. With Iron Golem defeated, the next objective is to reach the Anolondo Cathedral and secure the final key item, the Lord Vessel. QQ does some cool parkour along the way, first on the rafters and then on the spiral staircase. These jumps don't save a lot of time, but every fraction of a second matters in a 20-minute speedrun. Fighting Ornstein and Smo with the club alone would be madness, so we require a different weapon, and the closest, most viable option is the trusty Dragon Tooth. QQ first levels up at the Cathedral Bonfire, allocating 12 Faith for the Force Miracle later, 27 Strength for the Dragon Tooth, 12 Dexterity for his short bow, and finally 12 Attunement for 2 spell slots. After grabbing the weapon, he heads to the boss arena while applying the AI break glitch. I've covered this in full detail, but briefly. We can delay the activation of the boss AI by precisely...
I wish I put my contacts in today instead of my glasses. They feel like so much more cozy for my eyeballs because I'm not like getting scattered light from a few inches in front of me. It's my own fault.
Chaining specific actions. Enemy AI...
I heart y'all. I hope all of y'all are well.
checks for targets every 5 seconds. At the same time, every weapon toggle deloads the player for a few frames to save the new state. If we time the weapon toggle exactly at the 5-second mark, the player effectively becomes invisible to the AI during its update, keeping it idle for at least another 5 seconds or until it is attacked, giving QQ a crucial window to set up. But that doesn't mean the fight becomes easy. After attacking, QQ gets a decent but suboptimal pattern, bleeding a few seconds.
I see why this glitch is fun now that it's on a Dragon's Tooth with the rapier attack. Now it makes sense.
On top of that, he must ride Smo's elevator, which is slower than Ornstein's on the other side of the arena. He then shoots Guinevere with a singular wooden arrow and secures the Lord Vessel. This is why we need 12 dexterity. The arrow doesn't destroy the clone otherwise. Even after clearing Sen's fortress, the bells still need to be run to unlock Firing Altar for the final wrong warp to the kiln of the first flame. QQ heads back to the gargoyles first and tries to AI break the hollow room, but distracted IRL fumbles the execution.
Wow! I don't know.
Despite taking a hit, he manages to squeeze through. With a mid-game weapon, the gargoyles should go down quickly, unless they fly up.
Please don't fly up.
While distracted with fumbles.
Thank you. Oh my, you fucking bitch.
Of course, they did. Missing the first running attack on the tail meant QQ needed 3 hits to finish them, instead of 2. After ringing the first bell, it's off to Blighttown to ring the second. First, the Moosewop Club sends Lotric off a cliff. This is important as it prevents him from killing the Firekeeper and keeps the Firling Shrine bonfire active. Without the Master Key for the New Londo shortcut, QQ must pull off the Blighttown skip to reach Quelaag's domain. The skip abuses the aforementioned disconnect between the last area and the stored position variables. We keep the stored position in a specific spot atop the elevator in Firelink, while using the immediate position to set the last area to New Londo. Upon reload, the player spawns mid-air because it's New Londo that loads first, despite the stored position remaining at the top of the lift. A quit out then prevents death from fall damage, exactly like during the ladder warp earlier. The only difference is that the disconnect was caused not by ladder storage, but by the unstable ground of the elevator. QQ navigates a narrow seam alongside New Londo while out of bounds to reach a point above Quelaag's domain.
This seam walk is such a community effort.
It's not the most people allows him to execute a roll just before landing, but avoiding fall damage due to the invincibility frames and arriving directly in front of the boss fight. Quelaag's pattern was perfect, allowing a constant stream of attacks. With Firelink Altar unlocked, we must now prepare the final wrong warp by visiting Petrus, but his shop is open only to members of the Way of White Covenant. Yet to skip the lengthy acceptance animation, we engage in some super clever menuing. By opening the start menu at the same time as triggering the dialogue with Petrus, our inputs now control both the dialogue and the menu simultaneously. We scroll to the status page, in which pressing A does nothing, so we can mash through the conversation without causing mischief in the menu. We answer yes to the first question, and switch to the system menu to confirm a save and quit, but the last input also skips the final line of dialogue, and just before the game fades out to the main menu, we agree to join the Covenant. Our affiliation is updated instantly, while the quit out bypasses the lengthy animation. Upon reload, we access the shop and purchase Force, Homeward, and 2 talismans, one for each hand so we can cast using both the L1 and R1 buttons. QQ then places the Lord Vessel at the Firelink Altar, where he attunes the 2 miracles and warps back to Firelink Shrine for the final wrong warp. The glitch was previously performed using Fireball, which the Pyromancer class starts with. The idea of the setup is to cast one spell with the animation of another spell, in this case casting Homeward, which takes the player to the last bonfire with the animation of Fireball. The animation is so quick that before Homeward teleports us to the last bonfire, Firelink Alta, we have a chance to rest at another, Dear Undead Parish. Resting during fade out causes the game to lose track of the player's coordinates, spawning them in the area of their last bonfire, but at the first spawn point on the game's internal list, which for Firelink Alta specifically lays within the cone of the first flame. Yet without Fireball, this setup cannot be used, and that's where Androvti's astonishing setup in Firelink Shrine comes into play. Through a sequence of perfectly planned and cute keyboard inputs, it is possible to land on a consistent spot on the root of this tree. From here, casting Homeward with Force's animation moves the player forward, making them drop off the root and cancel the rest of the animation, creating that brief chance to rest at the Firelink Shrine bonfire just before Homeward triggers, resulting in a wrong warp. The most remarkable part of the setup is turning the character. For consistency, we parry with an empty hand, followed by a toggle and a walk-in input, just before another parry. This makes us walk for the exact duration of the weapon toggle, no more, no less. The other parries are then used to chain different movement actions, such as the roll, without accidentally walking first. With this final warp, QQ finds himself 15 seconds ahead of his splits. Only Gwyn stands between him and history, but even he can screw with such a short run. Any extra grab wastes several seconds, which would be devastating given the pace was barely under 20 minutes. It was gonna be a nail-biter.
It's very pokey. Hey, no parry tech, let's go.
I fucking did it, dude.
Gwyn's RNG can ruin even the best of runs. Yet, for QQ, Christmas came early as on the 23rd of December 2024, he delivered the perfect fight to become the first person to complete Dark Souls 80% in under 20 minutes.
This run sucked. Why am I emotional?
This monumental achievement is the result of the hard work of the entire speedrunning community. From the recent discoveries of Eloise and Androvti to the countless runners and glitch hunters who have pushed the boundaries of what's possible. This record is something we can all celebrate. The run wasn't perfect. There were notable points of improvement, as shown by the record already dropping to 1928 since I started writing this video. But whatever happens next, one thing is certain. QQ's name will forever be etched in history as the first runner to break the 20-minute barrier. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into one of the most exciting Dark Souls speedruns in history. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, thank you for watching, and may the flames guide thee.
But I smile a lot, so I enjoyed that. Hey y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope you're okay. Thank you. Where's our chat? There's our chat. There you go.
If anyone dares try to test my mental competence, I will eviscerate every single person with my intelligence right now. And that's not being egotistical.
Well, guys, I think something's in the water. I feel like over the last year, we've been looking at a lot of different content creators or influencers, whatever you want to call them, completely throw their life away over what seems like nothing more than an impulse decision. And when I say throw their life away, I don't mean like getting canceled over some stupid internet shit. I mean more like, you know, committing a heinous crime that lands them in prison for the rest of their life. Seems like it's happening a little bit too frequently these days. Now, we've looked at a lot of influencers ruin their life by doing some silly, goofy stuff, and today is going to be no different. Now, I'm sure some of you have heard of the YouTuber named Eric Van Conover. He's like a real estate guy. He's got a pretty big following. He has nearly 3 million subscribers, and he's had a lot of videos go pretty viral where he tours these like insanely expensive New York mansions and penthouses. If you've been watching my channel for a long ass time, he's like producer Michael. Don't know if our boy Michael's even doing real estate shit anymore. Last time I checked, he was doing some like shady shit with luxury watches splotches. Don't really know what that's all about, but basically Mr. Conover here tours super expensive houses and posts them to YouTube. And, well, in his free time, when he's not touring and recording super expensive New York penthouses, he likes to, you know, try and kill police officers. Yeah, so our friend Eric here was pulled over the other day for speeding, and, well, instead of stopping and taking what probably would have been, you know, like a $150 ticket maybe, well, you know, maybe more because he was pulled over the week prior for DWI, but that's not important. Instead of taking a ticket or a fine or some points on the license, you know, things that will go away in time, he decided to run for nearly 10 miles. Then for some reason, he decided to pull over, wait for the cop to get out of his car, and then run him over, and then run for another like 30 miles. So what would have been like 15 over in a 35 has turned into attempted murder, first-degree assault against a police officer, second-degree assault, reckless conduct with a deadly weapon, conduct after an accident, disobeying an officer, fleeing, and reckless driving, which, you know, if convicted, is probably gonna be life in prison. Now, obviously, objectively, this is a pretty crazy thing for a person to do. However, at least in my head, it doesn't really seem like something that's newsworthy, at least for my channel. You know, it's not really something that I'd usually talk about, some random YouTuber running from the police. Usually when I'm talking about influencers and the such getting in trouble with the law, it's stuff like I talked about the other day, you know, the whole piss debacle, the lady who was pissing in all the groceries for OnlyFans money. Stuff like that's a little bit more up my alley. So I wasn't planning on talking about this when I heard about it until I watched some footage from this guy's court hearing. And well, shit gets a little wacky. Even though this man was arrested from his vehicle after, you know, running over somebody, he insists that the cops got the wrong guy, they're looking for the wrong person. He claims that he's been sober for like 5 years, that the DWI couldn't have been him, and that this is some sort of manhunt because he's a famous YouTuber. He's been posting on Instagram about corrupt law enforcement, which, like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Not gonna catch me saying the police are perfect, but again, after you are ripped out of your vehicle for running over a cop, I don't know if you can really pull the crooked law enforcement card. He's been doing a lot of really goofy shit. Apparently, there's a lot of lore here to uncover, and we'll get into that a bit later. But first, let's just take a look at this hearing. Please subscribe.
I have everything right here and it's all been falsified.
Eric Conover had a lot to say before his arraignment this afternoon.
If anyone dares try to test my mental competence, I will eviscerate every single person with my intelligence right now. And that's not being egotistical.
Okay, so I tried pretty hard for you guys here. Like, I probably spent the better part of 2 hours trying to find a way to access this full hearing, but I just don't think it's published anywhere. You can see in some of the footage that the news outlet that published this was like in this meeting. It was like a Zoom call court hearing, so I think they
Why was it an immediate threat?
Parts of it. I don't think you can find the full thing, which is really unfortunate because I'm assuming the entire thing is shit like this. So he's saying this in reference to him being charged with these crimes because it seems like he fully believes that everything that's being said about him is being falsified. Now, I did some research and people on Reddit, people who follow him a bit closer, seem to believe that he might either have bipolar disorder or schizophrenia based off of some of the medicines that he's talked about taking before. And apparently he's been posting stories saying that he's not taking his medicine anymore, so that would probably explain the behavior here, which definitely puts a bit of a damper on the whole look at this guy saying crazy shit in court thing. However, he's documented as willingly getting off his medication, going on rants on Instagram about how the pharmaceutical industry was just trying to gaslight him. He's been arrested for behavior like this in the past. Things like BPD or schizophrenia are explanations for this kind of behavior. They're not excuses. Getting a DWI and running from the police over a speeding ticket and nearly killing somebody in the process, all in the span of a few days, then going to court and saying all of this is bullshit, do you guys know who I am, I'm a famous YouTuber, is not justifiable behavior no matter what.
Police paperwork says the pursuit started after Conover was going 55 in a 35. After 8 miles, Conover stopped and an officer attempted to de-escalate the situation.
Is this where someone on the news is supposed to say, liberal politicians and their rinky-dinky wrinkled flags? Isn't this where someone's supposed to say something like that on the news? So I can, like, clip it?
but Conover allegedly drove at him and hit him in the leg and then sped off for another 28 miles.
But what about Andrew Cunningham? He gives you information.
The paperwork says the officer was thrown 40 feet, suffering a leg injury.
Now, unfortunately for my brain, I've seen a lot of videos on the internet of people getting fatally wounded, and in my expert internet opinion, I feel like getting flung 40 feet from getting hit by a car is kind of insane. That's a long way to go. I mean, especially if the guy was pulled over and he was accelerating from a stop. I think he was in like a Jeep Wrangler. Those things aren't exactly quick. He couldn't have built up that much speed, so it's kind of hard for me to believe this cop got thrown 40 feet. So who knows? Maybe this guy's onto something. Maybe there is some funky shit going on here. Wouldn't necessarily be surprised.
Conover is facing several charges, including attempted murder.
But the distance doesn't seem to be
Today in court, Conover was outspoken, claiming that he's a public figure because
like
of his
the
nearly
action that
3 million
resulted in the
subscribers
momentum,
on YouTube, and saying
regardless
this was
of the
part of a
quantity
quote,
of momentum
police sting
that was
against him.
Yeah, so
by
I
a
mean, while the
human.
cop might have not gotten thrown 40 feet, this is, you know, just definitely
Right.
not the case. Guy's a real estate YouTuber. You know, I don't think law enforcement's after him for any reason having to do with him being a public figure. I think this guy got a DWI, probably wasn't supposed to be driving 3 days later. Saw a cop behind him and didn't want to pull
Go
over
hard.
because he knew that, and this happened. Calling this a police sting, kind of wild work.
All right.
Okay, Eric.
All right.
No, just go hard.
They're here to help you.
The state asks that he remains in preventative detention.
You know, the state's position is that when a law enforcement officer signals for you to pull over and stop, you should do so.
Holy shit, Keith is out here
State
dropping
signals?
bombs. Never heard a public servant give such a hot take. You should pull over when the police pull you over? You might upset
Yeah,
some
the
people with that,
phrasing
Keith.
just
Why even
lacks.
include that shit? Surely he said something more provocative. That's what you include in the news segment?
But I guess
the
you have
state's
to start from
position
there.
is that you should pull over when you're getting pulled over. Not something more akin to, I don't know, the state's position is that you shouldn't run over people?
Or break
Okay,
the law.
whatever. Not my job.
He has had a chance to review the police reports in this matter and denies these allegations. He does not agree with the reports as that they are stated.
The defense asked that he be released.
Not agree with the reports as that they are stated.
The defense
look like they
asked that he
stream-
be released, saying he's not a threat to
They
the
did that
public and
under
has
the
no
face
criminal
cam that some
record.
people do.
Police say he was arrested Friday night for a separate drunk driving charge, which
That's
Conover
the tough
denies.
motherfucker.
I've been sober from
Camera
alcohol
angle.
for 1,558 days, so to press me on a DUI, I'm a public figure.
Okay, so I think I'm starting to put the puzzle pieces together here. Does he think that the police are
finest,
trying to
don't
put together
arrest.
like a smear campaign to say that he's actually drinking when he's saying that he's sober? That seems unlikely. I mean, okay, sure, if it was
Sounds
just
funny.
the DWI, yeah, people get arrested for false DWIs all the time. But to be honest, and you know, this might not be fair of me, but when you are arrested for running over a police officer 3 days later, gotta be honest, it's sort of hard for me to believe that you would draw the line at drinking and driving. I mean, if you're willing to run somebody
Valid.
over on purpose, you're probably not going to be super hesitant to put yourself in a position where you might run somebody over on accident. However, that's pretty much where the footage that we have ends, but I have a feeling that this is not going to end super well for Eric here. Now look, like I've said, I'm not one to trust the police blindly, don't get me wrong, but somebody running over a cop in the middle of the day during a traffic stop with witnesses all around, body cams on and everything, I mean, I feel like that's kind of a crazy one to try and lie about, right? Feels like that probably happened. Also, apparently there just so happened to be a drone in the air, like somebody was flying a drone and recording, which, you know, okay, maybe this was a sting if there was a drone just flying over the guy, but I mean, I don't think the police can make you run somebody over, so, you know, maybe this guy should have been the subject of a sting, who knows. Anyways, he's being held on preventative detention right now, and he'll be back in court next week for a probable cause hearing to see if there is enough evidence to continue with the trial, which I feel like there's probably gonna be. So hopefully for Eric, he can pull things together. You know, if this is really a police sting against him, hopefully he can find some evidence for that because, well, even if it is a sting, like I said, I'm pretty sure he did run over the guy, so don't know if there's really any way out of that. Not good. Well, guys, what do you think? What do you predict to be the outcome of Mr. Eric Conover's situation here? Personally, I don't think it's going to be very favorable for him. Whether you agree with it or not, cops are sort of a protected class in this country, and committing a crime against them is not seen nor is it treated the same way as it would be committing a crime against a normal person. Yeah, if you run over a cop, you're
Yeah, you can get
kinda
away with doing
fucked.
terrible
and like
things
I've
to
been
me.
saying, there's probably video evidence of this happening. It'll probably end up getting released eventually, but yeah, I mean, it's likely it's going to be pretty cut and dry for a jury. They're just going to watch this guy run over a cop. Maybe his mental state will be taken into consideration. I'm sure it will, but I can't really see this playing out in a positive way for Eric. Don't think there's really a path where he comes out on top here. When we get more information, I'll be sure to update you guys. Curious to see where this one goes. See ya.
Unless he's going in and skinning a rubber. Yeah, I'm egregious.
I spent $500 on the worst used Pokemon games that I could find. A couple of years ago, I bought out every used copy of Pokemon in a pair of GameStops to see what their save files had on them. You guys really liked that. Like, a lot. Blastoise. Dick ass. 3 Kevins and dick ass. It was just such a normal save file. Such a tame save file. Kevin.
I named mine after the Romanov family.
Had to throw a little something in the end. Oh my god. Dick ass the Blastoise with 4 HM moves.
Like, legit, anyone can take your shit for a minute, name something dick ass, and just give it to you.
People that bought all the diamond versions are just loyal to the end, or nobody bought that shit in the first place. Pro Clan, up top. Anybody? Pokemon Emerald version. This Pokemon game would be my first journey into Game Boy territory in one of these videos. To be honest, I've barely spent time in any gen before Sinnoh, so I'm trying to live vicariously through these save files. It's been a long while since I had to use this thing. I'm hoping it works. I was super excited to hop into this playthrough, see what the previous owner was cooking, and... Uh-oh. Did my Game Boy freeze now? Oh no, is this a fake one? No, no shot, right? We're about to see Ben drowned. I hope not. Why is it stuck here? I've never seen this before. Hold on, wait, I know. Give me this back. Okay. Ding. The blow tactics work. When in doubt, blow it out, baby. You know how we do it here. We've got Ryan. 6 badges, 40 hours almost, 35 hours, 17 in the Pokedex. What was this guy doing? He had it shut like this. He thought it was a DS. Little did he know it's still on the whole time. Uh-oh, did it freeze again? What is my luck, brothers? It froze again. What the fuck is that? What is that? Is that supposed to say advanced on there, right? No!
Garbo luck. RNG does not love this.
Ryan, please, come back. I don't know what the fuck made this game not work. I noticed there's this disgusting sticker on the back of it that other cartridges don't have, so maybe I ruined the inside of my Game Boy. So there's just a sticker on the back here with nothing on it, and it looks horrifying. You know, it's a good thing that I only spent, drum roll please, the one that did not work, $181. You can see on this sticker, it was sold at a garage sale for about $40, and I bought it for like quadruple that. For the people that thought buying Pearl for $75 was a scam, I've got some news for you. Well, good thing we've got plenty more cartridges where that came from to try. The first thing I want to do is show this to you guys. The actual reason I bought this collection of Game Boy games is because I wanted to compare what a real game looks like to another cartridge that I bought. This is Pokemon Sapphire, right? We can all agree on that. Got some wear on it. You can definitely tell somebody's used this before. This is what I believe to be, in my humble opinion, a real copy of Pokemon Sapphire. This and this are not the same. Yeah, this is super fake. The blue color of the cartridge is lighter. The label has this dark black and blue background, and it has no scratches or dents anywhere. Surely I found a brand new copy of a GBA game on eBay for 20 bucks. All right, it's going in the Game Boy. No fucking way it works. No fucking way this works. It was only like 20 bucks. I was for sure this was just a fake copy. It is. It's just Sapphire on here. It's just not.
I mean, it seems like it really doesn't cost a lot to make a real one. Like a real
It doesn't have a save file, unfortunately.
And mock it
well,
up.
yeah, okay. I have Pokemon Sapphire, I guess. But it works better than the copy of Emerald, so I can't even complain. Look, if you're just trying to play Pokemon Sapphire, you're just trying to catch Kyogre, you know, this is fine, man. 20 bucks for this guy? Doesn't matter to me. This is the real Sapphire, though. We have Danny. 8 gym badges. About 40 hours in the game. Look what we're about to do. Was he shiny hunting? I think they were shiny hunting for Reggie Rock. They have Relicanth at the party. Yeah, they're out here doing it real. Imagine I get a shiny Reggie. Dude, I'll soft reset one more time, just in case. You never know. Not shiny. Oh, one more time. Come on, come on. This is for Danny. We need Dick Ass and Kevin to come bless us. No shiny. But I won't save so they can get back to the spot. Or I guess I can get back to the spot. They're never playing this game again. They are not playing this game ever again. So, of course, he was in the middle of doing the Reggie quest. So he's got this Relicanth and the Wish Cache. He's got Blaziken, the Blaziken. Danny did catch all these himself. Goat. And has the Regiite. Was in the process of getting everything. Hall of Fame, baby. What's the Hall of Fame team? Oh, you guessed it. Manectric, Blaziken. Yeah, the Aggron. This is just like a pretty standard Gen 3 team. That's pretty lit. Danny, a gamer. Love to see it.
Legit gamer.
Right, we've got the Fire Red. Is this also Danny? This is Adrian. We have different people on this shit. Dude, I forgot they have the previously on Dragon Ball Z. They're giving us a live recap of what he was doing. Departed from the underground. But dude, this is awesome, actually. And then he stood there.
The first time I played
Gyarados
a Dragon Ball game. It was that good.
Aww, Gary the Gyarados. That's cute. We got Nidoking. We've got Lizzie the Charmeleon. Little Lizzie. Oh, because it's a lizard. Okay, we got Gary and Lizzie. And a Drowsy. Bro, when I played Pokemon as a kid, my ass is not catching Drowsy. I will tell you that right now. Adrian, one badge. 7 hours. No, sorry, 2 badges. I didn't mean to disrespect. 2 badges for Adrian. 7 hours in, 24 Pokedex. I wonder what happened to Adrian. Did he forget about Gary the Gyarados and all the time they had together, those 7 hours? Caterpie at the start. Dude, is this sorted by number? 7, 8, 9, 10. It's organized by number. They were gonna try to complete the Pokedex, Adrian, and you gave up so quick. Adrian was trying to catch them all, man. All right, we're on to the last one, chatters. Oh my god.
Adrian for the win,
Yo,
number
what a
1.
To end on. Israel, 103 hours, 8 badges, 149 Pokedex. How many Pokemon are in Gen 3? Oh, wait, this is Gen 1. He was 2 off from completing the Pokedex. He moved Pelipper from the party to the box. Yo, there's a bunch of different OTs in here. They got a bunch of random Pokemon, but they got Brandon, Israel, which is the cartridge, Terry, the Pterodactyl, maybe? He's got a fuck ton of Pokemon, though. He's got a Mudkip or a Marshtomp. Bro had the link cable ready to go. To be honest, there wasn't anything too crazy to show off on these, at least not in today's video. Danny was in the middle of catching Regirock and just gave up. Probably because this motherfucker only had 5 Ultra Balls. Come on, man. Adrian was preparing to do a living dex with all his box Pokemon sorted by number, but couldn't get past the first couple of gyms. And Israel had a near complete Pokedex with tons of legendaries, traded Pokemon, and even did link battles. Yet somehow, the Pokemon they hadn't seen was Golduck. He has Mewtwo.
Oh my
He has
gosh.
Mewtwo and hasn't seen a Golduck before. Oh,
That
and the
is
seller of that Game Boy game collection also included these 2 packs of Pokemon cards. They just gave me, bro, we're cracking these live on
That is,
stream.
like,
They gave me Pokemon
amazing.
cards. Let's fucking go. If any of y'all play the trading card game online, that goes to y'all. Yo!
Respect.
Yo! We got a full art EX! No way! Out of this random pack they gave me? No way! All right, I'm cracking another one, baby. All right, if y'all fuck with the TCG online, this is all you, baby. Dude, another one? No way. Full art Ninetales, bro. This makes up for my Game Boy having viruses in it now. Next is my favorite game that I bought for this video. All right. This one's huge. Oh, I know what one this is. This is Pokemon Moon Black 2. It's all wrapped up in everything.
What?
That's awesome. Which game is it? There's a back and everything. It's rated E10 plus. I doubt the official ESRB rated that, man. There's fairy types. You see what it says here? Do not enter the Hall of Fame with a fairy type Pokemon. Do not. You don't want to know what happens if you do that. This could fool me. You could buy this on Temu. Gen 12. I mean, it's packaged great. Great shipping. I can't deny that. What is this?
I need to share this with a
Moon
homie.
Black. Whoa, they really
They might
do
love
got
this.
Lunala on there. Okay, it's just
I need to share it with a
just
group of
Pokemon
homies.
Black too, but I think you're
This needs
playing
to be
as the guy
shared
from
with the
Sun.
people.
There's Litten. Okay, so yeah, it's Pokemon Black 2 with like random stuff from Gen 6 in there. We have Litten on the DSi. Not many people have done that. It's cool. I don't know if I would buy this and put it on my DS. Peak. When I first bought this, I had no idea what it was. It just kind of seems like a reskin of Black 2 with some Gen 6 Pokemon and trainers. The save file was like 5 minutes into the game, right after you pick your starter. Kickstarter, so I didn't really get to see much. But apparently it's a full ROM hack with changes to the plot and even adds fairy types and new Alolan forms. The problem with this is I don't think the creators of the ROM hack are the ones who made the physical version and sold it online. The mod was released in 2020, and this box says it was made in 2023. Also in China. It has all these legal warnings on it that you technically didn't buy the hack, you bought the
The player channel on Discord.
box, and the game was just a gift to you. Now, is Nintendo gonna come for my ass or their ass? Maybe both of our asses. And now, gamers, we're on to my final package.
Okay, but like the amount of disclaimer is kind of cute. Like you tried, clearly.
And the absolute worst used
kinda
Pokemon
nifty.
game that I have ever bought. Baby, here we go. Okay. Chatters, I would like to welcome you to a new age of Pokemon. We have Pokemon 23-in-1 Plus. On paper, this sounds like a fantastic purchase for any Pokemon fan. 23 of my favorite titles all on one cartridge? Say no more. But after I bought it, I got to thinking, is there even 23 DS Pokemon games? If you count up all the mainline, including both versions of each gen, and then even the spin-offs, we aren't even at 20 games. And that's including fucking Pokemon Dash. You're gonna have to pay me to play that shit. So what are these extra 4 games? Why 23? What's the plus? What's the plus? Why plus? There was only one way to solve these questions. Do not put that in your DS. We're doing it live on stream, baby. If it fucking dies, it was a good run. It fit right in. 23?
Yikes.
What is about to be on here? Am I gonna get Mystery Dungeon and all that? The DS is gonna explode.
Valid.
What the fuck is this? 3DS? Wait, what? I'm just gonna click this and see what happens. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I feel like I'm on the dark web or some shit right now. Select ROM. There's nothing here. You might need an SD card with the actual game files on it. I have to provide my own games? The whole point of buying the 23andMe was not to provide my own games. You don't go to the movie theater and bring a DVD with you. It was looking like 23-in-1 Plus was
write
too
the
good
movie
to be
as you
true. The
recorded.
menu for this was
But
so
then I think you get
terrible
in
that I
trouble.
couldn't figure out where the games were, and when I finally did, wait a minute. It revealed the actual game catalog that we were working with. All of the Gen 1 and Gen 2 mainline games, Pokemon Pinball, Puzzle Challenge, and Trading Card Game, and 8
I miss
Mega
Pokemon
Man games.
Pinball.
That ain't right. I got Mega Man on here. I'm not trying to throw any shade on Mega Man, but the audacity to call this shit Pokemon 23-in-1 Plus and fill up half of it with this motherfucker is insanity. They put
That
Mega
is-
Man
it
on
is
my
righteously
shit. This
fucked.
is also not 23 games. And we haven't even gotten to the best part yet. When I finally found which menu the games were on and loaded one up, I guess let's fucking
Moderate
boot up
disrespect.
Pinball.
They were a different category of
Wait,
game.
wait, how do you... Oh,
with love and
it froze.
respect. I summarily shipped them off over there.
It would freeze. Pokemon Pinball was too much. I just want one of the 23 games. This shit is actually cursed. This is fucking
Pokemon
23
Pinball is
and
so
1
good.
minus.
We should play that.
Of the flash card. I don't know what I did, man. I want to play Pokemon Pinball.
I think I want to play
I'll let that
Pokemon
cook,
Pinball.
Unless it's like downloading my fucking social security number right now. Originally,
Probably.
I tried this game at the beginning of my unboxing. So after going through my other packages, I came back to 23-in-1
Let me
Plus,
get Elden
determined
Ring.
to get it working. Okay,
Aw.
crashed. Maybe every time I reboot it, we're losing a game. We're down to like 15-in-me. And after fucking around in the menus for a solid few minutes, I
It's a
found
roguelike,
another
but you
set of
lose
games.
equipment
Okay,
called
this
games
one-
every time you die.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. There's Pokemon Ocean Edition. What the fucking Pokemon Ocean Edition? Uh-oh. What's Ocean Edition? Wait.
Malware?
Is it Gen 3? Is it Sapphire? Ah? What the fuck is that? Lugia's Ocean version? What the
Yeah, that's
hell?
legit.
What the
Not
fuck
like
is
legit
that?
like real, but it's
Turns
legit
out
like
the
cool.
last few games rounding out the collection
I'm
were ROM
Lugia
hacks.
shaped.
Terrible ROM hacks that no one has heard of.
I respect that.
He's got Chimchar. What? I'm so confused. Okay, we're red. Okay, that's not red. That is not red on there. This is my grandson. No, that's me. That's me, man. Why am I Gary? I'm choosing my starter. Nidoran? The grass Pokemon Nidoran. No. The water Pokemon Growlithe or Bagon. What the fuck? The Reddit post I found is correct. This is an undocumented hack translated from Spanish, made in 2008. He received Totodile. Where was the Totodile? It was hidden in the fucking cabinet, I guess. Okay, I'm not playing Pokemon Star Ocean anymore, or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm sorry to my Pokemon Star Ocean fans.
Sorry to the boys.
Wait, I think there's another ROM hack on
We're
here.
fucking up today.
Strap in, we got another game. We got one more game. Pokemon Black Gem version. Mew 3. Oh, nah, ain't no
Mew
way.
3.
Who is that? Is that a Digimon? Chaos Black version. That's not even the name of it. The Sonic character, man. Who the fuck is that? Oh my god,
When you
there's
take
lore.
the right
It has
stats
been an
missing there.
eternity since the 4 Poke Gods were sealed in the Legend Balls. And now, hundreds of years later, they have been located at a single region, Bueles, an area to the west of Magor. Seeking them is a seal. Follow in your sister's steps and become a Pokemon master? You may even save the world? This is a real game. This is real lore. Nope, okay. We got a normal ass start. Dude, this is just the normal game. Don't tell me they lied about the lore. What the fuck is that? It looked like a Skype emoji. What am I looking at right now? Majid. You want to go with the grass Pokemon? No, hell no, do I? Ow, what the fuck is that? Just like a pile of fucking it's like a puddle with a smiley face. Blick. It's called Blick. Flaon. No, I kind of fuck with Flaon. Ignore he looks like something I could have drew and put on my mom's fridge when I was like 5. Chen leaks. What the fuck are we doing right now? I spent money on this. How did this person who made this flashcard find these ROMs? It's not like they found fucking Pokemon Unborn or Reborn,
Everyone
whatever the hell
gets
it's
these when
called.
they're
This
born.
game needs to be Pokemon Unborn. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's just a picture of Charmander. It doesn't even have a sprite in the box. It's fire type. It has Blaze. No way. Is this just Charmander?
Is
It
it
has
a
Scratch
reskin?
and Growl as well. No fucking way.
Reskins are
Oh
cute,
my god,
but-
I'm gonna fucking break down. Okay. After exploring
It
$500
has
worth
space
of
for
fake,
extras.
bootleg, and
So
outright
whatever.
rip-off Pokemon games,
Beam
there
are
was only
missing,
one
though.
thing left to do. We finally got it working, but there's one thing we need to do here. Are you ready, chat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22. No fucking way. 22! Thank you for watching this video to the very end. If you want to support my channel, make sure that you are subbed.
took
We're trying to
one.
hit 100K subs this year. That
They
would be
took one
crazy.
away.
And then finally, literally just watch whatever video YouTube tells you to watch right here. If you've already seen it, click it again, watch it to the end, and that will help me so much. You don't got to do anything else. Much love, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.
Sunday's Minecraft.
Somebody's nuts. Okay, maybe.
Bada bing, bada boo.
Bada
For
bing,
a few
bada boop.
weeks in 2020.
Hello, you absolute legend.
This is hopefully wholesome, so we don't get eaten. It's been sitting there, or alternatively, I can refresh this, because I'm gonna play a fucking video game. And we need something that requires less reverence than pocket monsters, right? Like, clearly, we love pocket monsters. Clearly. Because we have taste. And we're cool. Okay, I say that, but there's a ROM hack. I have to click it.
A while ago, I made a video on a ROM hack called Pokemon.
Okay, so do I just, like, turn the music down in fucking Elden so it doesn't, like, conflict with what they've got going on and just crank them on and I can still hear my bosses? I think that's what I do. I think that's how we do this. Yeah, that's a clutch-ass way to save. Okie dokie, let's fucking go. Wait, did that work? Music only. Yes. I'll bring their voices down a little so they're at a murmur in contrast. Don't let me forget I can undo that later. I know, right? We're planning this time. It's weird. Guess where we are? Wait, I have to zoom in before I can talk shit. Wait, that's not working. Wait, god damn it. Okay, cool. This works. This is very silly, but this works. Who's that Pokemon? Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Oh, there was a that I see what the first frame is. I can see why that might have taken a little bit of flack, maybe.
Clover,
Maybe. I don't
which
know.
I thought was pretty incredible and could actually.
I think that, like, it's like when a photograph is for ants, which always gets -7 points just by default. So, I don't know. I don't know.
Actually stand up to a lot of official Pokemon releases, even improving on the game in multiple aspects in my opinion. With that video receiving so much attention, a much more sinister video idea popped into my head. What is the worst Pokemon ROM hack, and how bad could it actually be? Well, after countless hours of scrolling through Reddit for a few minutes, I concluded that the Pokemon hacking community almost unanimously points to a single game as the overall worst.
Dark Rising?
Pokemon Dark Rising. Even before the game starts, Dark Rising is already trying to show you it's different from your average Pokemon hack. Instead of Professor Oak asking you several way too personal questions, you're greeted by Arceus, who informs you that you're the chosen one and need to save the world. So they dodged one cliche and dove headfirst into an even more overused one. Anyways, you go through the whole rigmarole of choosing your name, gender, and talking to your mom. And then it comes time to choose your starter Pokemon, which in this game is Dratini, Gible, and Bagon. For my playthrough, I chose Bagon because I forgot it doesn't evolve into Tyranitar. After getting sent on a mission to pick up a package and winning your first trainer battle, you're finally ready to experience the first few moments of freedom in the game.
For damage.
And what do you get? 3 consecutive trainer battles. Now the reason I actually appreciate this opening is because it sets you up with what to expect in Pokemon Dark Rising. That being a lot of trainer battles. Matter of fact, I want you to picture in your head what you think would be an unreasonable amount of battles to have in a Pokemon game. Now double that. And then double that. And then throw 30 legendary Pokemon on top of that. And then throw yourself out a window because goddamn does it get tedious. Back to the game, you fight some more wild Pokemon, heal up at your house, and drop by with Professor Ivan one last time before setting off on your adventure. So, apparently there are quite a few game-breaking glitches in Dark Rising. If you walk into this particular wall, you just get completely frozen and can't continue. Now, lucky for me, I only had to repeat about 10 minutes of the game. I was able to look up what the actual best starter was, which was apparently not Bagon, but Gible. So it wasn't completely
I don't know when I want to roll that one yet.
Okay, I'm gonna kill myself. The early game of Dark Rising isn't too surprising or messy. There's a few fights to ease you in and give you some easy XP. There's also this level 50 boss, which luckily you're actually supposed to die to continue the story. Something you will definitely be thrown off by is the fact that your character actually talks in this game. A lot. Because if there's one thing Pokemon games needed, it's long monologues.
No.
Okay, I'm being too much of a sarcastic asshole, so it's time for me to say something nice about the game. The areas are really cool. Dark Rising was definitely trying to capture a sort of epic, massive scale adventure where you trek across a multitude of biomes and areas, and they were certainly successful in achieving that feeling. You're traveling across volcanoes and deserts and beaches, or a glittering cave, or some broken down factory. I understand these are mostly reused assets, as are most Pokemon ROM hacks, but the design is still very well done and makes the traveling more entertaining, when there's not miles of grass you have to wade through. After exiting this volcano, you run into this mysterious individual who tells you that he has kidnapped your father and plans to have him sacrificed, and then threatens to send you to the underworld. You defeat him incredibly easily, to which he informs you he was actually only using 10% of his power level. Of course. It's at this point in the game we hit our first rough patch, the Fire Gym. You can't get any water Pokemon up until this point to my knowledge, so you're stuck against these Pokemon with really great move pools that counter my Starly and Shroomish. I tried fighting this gym leader about a dozen times before I decided I needed to make some changes. Firstly, I needed a new Pokemon. Luckily, all I had to do was catch an Abra and I could trade it for Larvesta, which certainly couldn't be that hard. Damn it. Shit. Damn. Come on. Alright, this is the one. Nice. Next, I can level Gible up to 22, where he can learn Dig, which is really important because it's the only super effective move I have against fire. And after about 2 hours of grinding and attempts, I was finally able to beat the gym leader. And I'm already on recording number 9 out of 62. God damn it. It was also around this point in the game where my brain began to turn to mush because of how many characters had been introduced. For some reason in Dark Rising you have multiple rivals, multiple villains, multiple maps. It definitely lacks the simplicity that makes Pokemon the lovable franchise that it is. I think they were trying to go for an almost movie-like story where there's all these intersecting plot points, but I'm just not confident a Pokemon hack is the right medium to tell this whole story. It just kind of ends up being a lot of... It became very apparent to me in the next few hours of playing this game that the first gym fight was not just a fluke. This game is very, very hard. The next fight that really got me was against Brock. Yes, that Brock. At various points in this game, your opponent's level of Pokemon will just randomly shoot up, and it's kind of just up to you to grind until your Pokemon are strong enough to beat them. This is in contrast to the usual slow and natural progression that just kind of happens in Pokemon games. It's not too much of an issue in the early game, but later on you'll notice massive gaps between your Pokemon and your opponents. After about 30 minutes of attempts on Brock, I beat him. After which,
That's
if you
what I
creep
call
forward,
my
you agree to a
butthole
rival
when I
fight.
have eaten
Now,
a
I
lot
shouldn't
of
have to
fiber.
explain when you can't just double
yuck.
up difficult fights without warning like this, but I will anyways.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
have health. If I just escaped a fight by the skin of my nuts, you can't just expect me to do it again without healing. The only time Pokemon games will really do this sort of thing is with the Elite Four, which you prepare for by bringing 99 Hyper Potions and revives. Regardless, the rival fight was just too much for me to handle with or without preparation, so I just went ahead and beat the Water Gym Leader, which was pretty easy. After over an hour of grinding, I was able to beat my rival and move on to this massive cave section, which ends in this legendary face-off battle. Once you win, you learn that the reason you were fighting Brock in the first place is because he was being mind-controlled by an evil Pokemon. This plot point sort of just gives the story an excuse to bring in characters from the Pokemon anime for you to fight, which I actually don't mind at all. In my opinion, when you bring in previously established characters, it makes it much less confusing than inventing your own, because you've already committed these characters to memory. Anyways, you go to a new city, beat your rival number 3, and then you run into this guy who's blocking your path. And when you interact with him, your character feels the need to narrate out loud that this fight is going to be difficult. Who is this guy? He comes off as an ordinary trainer, but I can sense somehow he's good. This fight took me 3 hours to beat. 3 hours to beat. 3 hours. The main problem is that he has a level 51 Judiga, which might not sound too ridiculous until I tell you that we haven't even reached the 3rd gym yet, and his Pokemon is level 51. For the record, my team up until this point was Staraptor, Breloom, Garchomp, Vesta, Blastoise, and a Slave Pokemon. So I have solid type coverage along with solid physical special damage support. The problem with the fights is not only are the enemies highly leveled, but they all, and I mean all, use healing items. Plural. And about half of the Pokemon in difficult fights have an item called Leftovers, which also heals the Pokemon every turn, after an animation that takes far too long. That may sound like I'm nitpicking, but if you understood how long I spent looking at Pokemon go, you'd be experiencing an intense psychosis along with me.
I think my brain
Next, you have to
turned
clear
off.
this whole boat full of enemies where I proved Staraptor was the best bird-type Pokemon by beating an entire
Or
boss fight by
specifically, I just
spamming
stopped
Brave
paying
Bird.
attention.
And credit where credit is due, the ship had multiple areas where you could heal, so you didn't have to backtrack too much like you normally do. I then beat the Psychic
Transition
Gym
too
without too
long.
much trouble since I had Bug
Why?
and Dark-type coverage. After this, you then beat one of the many villains in this game to which he turns into rock and his soul descends to hell. Actually, for
just wanna
real,
do
this
more
is not a
damage,
made-up plot.
so fire.
You then fight your 4th or maybe 5th rival, I'm losing track at this
Halishaburi.
point, and then you fight another one. You're probably noticing a pattern that every plot point is just a major boss fight, and to be honest, it wouldn't be too much of an
That's it.
exaggeration to say that the rest of this game is just a series of boss fights with how frequently they occur. This villain actually has a pretty convincing Fakemon, which I thought was pretty impressive except for the fact that they named it Connor. Fucking Connor? You save some kids, fight the children of the man you turn into stone and sent to eternal suffering, and then you walk through this giant cathedral encountering Pokemon every 2 steps. More legendary shenanigans occur, and then you arrive in this snowy town, where the gym
I don't
leader
know
is
why I
very easy to wipe out with my Valkyrie. And then arrive into Anacity City, where I get some much needed TMs. And then somehow I beat the fighting gym leader there despite being down several levels. After a few attempts I take down the normal gym as well. And then I have to get through this enormous lab, as well as this ridiculously difficult rival fight. Oh, not this ridiculously difficult rival fight. I mean the other one that takes place in the exact same building with a different rival. Travel through this desert, beat this fucking guy, beat the bug gym leader, and then after about 45 minutes of attempts and grinding, beat the steel gym leader. Next, you take a trip across the ocean to beat one of your many rivals once and for all, to which this evil group of people behind him make him offer a soul or something. I'm actually not quite sure because the dialogue overlaps itself. I wonder what you have to say about that. I'm not even angry at this point. This game has turned me into a Tibetan monk. At certain points in this game, if you beat a boss and then backtrack to where they were, you'll just get the dialogue from before the fight happens, and you'll have to fight them all over again, even though they aren't even there. I say this so you don't make the mistake of thinking that just because I'm not talking about every glitch that happens, it means it's not happening, because there are a lot of glitches. Directly after the rival fight, which I had to do twice of course, you beat Misty, who was having the same possession issue as Brock. I found the fight pretty easy, and then I proceeded to ascend into space, which was pretty cool. Another boss fight and then another boss fight later, and look at that, we're in a completely new continent. There's actually not a huge amount to do here. You can explore underneath this casino and encounter those two trainers whose father you killed again, and you get to beat this rival for the last time, who has a slightly less convincing figure. You then take a boat over to Millennium Town and make your way up this spirit tower and fight your rival for the trillionth time. After making your way to the top, you can fight this legendary Pokemon and catch him for this gym lead. Then you have to go back down and work your way through the gym and face him. You doing alright there, buddy? You look a little, never mind. Don't ask me why Sprite looks like Yugi spent a bit too much time in a microwave. Regardless, Season 2 are to beat, we can finally move on to the last portion of this game, Draco Island. At the beginning of this area, there's this very well thought out room full of random unrelated fights for you to grind with. And once you get down this pathway, you get to fight this guy who's far too tall for a Pokemon character and just has 2 level 99 legendaries. Beat him and then continue down this path until you reach Pandora's Box, which while looking like a pretty cool area is just kind of an excuse to exposition dump a bunch of lore on you. After this, you enter a massive cave that is filled with boss fights. I think to the creator of this game, putting 15 boss fights in a row felt like they were ramping up the epicness or difficulty, but Jesus, at this point in this game, it's just draining. And in the end, after all the struggle and all the hours spent, we end up here, the Elite Four. Or at least this game's take on the Elite Four. It took me one fight to realize I was going to need to grind a lot to have a chance of making it through. You see, when I usually play Pokemon games, to make it a bit harder on myself, I refuse to use any legendaries. And this game practically throws legendaries at you. I thought I would be fine without them. I was wrong. I was also very, very stubborn. So instead of just biting the bullet and replacing my team, which now included a Magnezone, I decided to level all my Pokemon up to the max. Logically. And yes, this did take forever, and no, I don't think I had any other choice. So here we go. This is the most difficult series of battles I've faced in a Pokemon game ever. The first trainer is named Lust. Yes, they're all named after sins. Lust has one major strong point, which is Cresselia. At this point in the game, I had nothing that was super effective against Psychic, so my best chance was to keep my Magnezone alive for long enough that I can use Flash Cannon, which lowers the opponent's defense sometimes, and therefore will do additional physical damage every time I'm lucky enough to lower their defense. However, if you leave Cresselia alive for too long, they will spam Calm Mind and just get enough special attack and defense to take out your whole team. Also, Lust has 2 Forest Swords, which if you get unlucky, she could use both of them on Cresselia, and then you're fucked. Also, Cresselia has leftovers,
I really
of course,
should roll
which
that
just adds another
and
thorn
try
in my
nothing
ass.
else.
My plan was to take out as many Pokemon as possible while keeping Magnezone alive and then just try to get lucky. Which after 40 minutes finally happened, meaning I was able to move on to the next trainer, Wrath. Wrath was pretty well-rounded, but he didn't have any Pokemon that were particularly menacing. I got an early critical hit against his legendary Pokemon and the rest of the matchups were pretty easy, so it only took me a couple of minutes to take him out. Next on the chopping block is Gluttony, who is a bit more complicated. Her Snorlax goes down to my Breloom easily, but when she plays Zen mode, I don't really have any Pokemon to easily take it out, so I often just needed to rely on Magnezone's Thunder, which obviously has a high miss rate. Her Gengar doesn't pose too much of a problem as my Blastoise has high DPS and can take it out without needing super effective moves. The problem Pokemon is Palkia, who one-shots every member on my team. The only way I was able to find out a way to beat him was to use my Garchomp to get a super effective hit off, die immediately, and then sacrifice a Pokemon to revive him, and then repeat this until either Palkia is killed or I run out of Pokemon. I was able to get a run where this worked after about an hour and a half, after which I beat her Dusknoir by spamming Double Team with my Magnezone until it was unkillable and then electrocuting it to death. The next trainer is Envy, and although it had a similarly powerful legendary Dialga, it only took me 2 tries to beat them as the rest of the team was pretty weak, and I was able to employ the same suicide bomber strategy with Garchomp.
Yeah.
Well, it's about
I realized
that time.
it was far too.
If you thought this game had too many legendaries and was too difficult already, this final battle is going to blow your dick off.
Blow
You
your
face
what
some
off?
evil version of your first rival who now has only legendaries. How cool! Instead of there being 1 problem Pokemon, there's now
They
6.
sound like a scrub.
Mewtwo, Regigigas, Dialga, Cresselia, Palkia, and Lugia. 5 of these
sound
Pokemon
like a
don't
scrub.
make me want to eat uranium. I can take care of most of these with my usual spamming and reviving strategies. In fact, I had already beaten 3 of them in previous fights. But Lugia is
that
a
armor
different
under 20?
breed. And it's all because
And
of Dark
you
Chaos.
well and truly can get
Now,
away
you may
with
be
Blue
asking
Dancer.
yourself, what the fuck is Dark Chaos? Dark Chaos is a made-up Pokemon move. It doesn't exist outside of Dark Rising, and it doesn't exist for a reason. Its stats are as follows. 200 power, 300 with the same type attack bonus, 100% accuracy, 100% chance of poisoning, and 25 PP. This is not a joke, this is not a prank, this is not satire, this is a real move, and yes, Lugia outsped my entire team. So literally the only option was to spam revives and stall for 25 moves straight, so that Lugia will run out of this one-shot move. And then you have to wait for it to run out of recovery, because it will spam the hell out of that move. And eventually, Lugia is just stuck struggling, because you exhausted every single move it had. And it's only a matter of time before this bastard Pokemon dies. And with that, Dark Rising is finally over,
Pokemon
which
constantly.
begs the question, why is this
Or
game
swap
so
out
bad?
just a couple.
First of all, the game was made over a decade ago in 2012, where standards were seemingly much
You
lower
got
considering
caught up.
how well it was received on forums back in the day, compared to the type of reaction it's getting now. Secondly, the creator, named Dark Rising Girl, was actually only 12 years old when the first Dark Rising was made, so obviously it's not going to have the same quality as other projects made by multiple grown adults. I think it says something that despite its overwhelming reputation, there will still be multiple online reviewers telling you it's one of the greatest Pokemon ROM hacks of all time.
That's a very
and while
fair
I'm happy
take.
Dark Rising can be recognized as being a very ambitious project with a massive
Very
scale,
rare
I think it kind of just shows that
in
a lot of these reviewers
2025.
are just talking out of their ass and maybe haven't even played the games they're talking about. Pokemon Dark Rising hack will take you to a darker version of the Pokemon world with its intriguing storyline. It has complex gameplay, and some players may find it difficult compared to most of the other Pokemon games. You could say that.
Oh, they
As for
took away
Dark
my
Rising Girl,
gems.
she would later release Dark Rising
What a
2 and
bastard.
Dark Rising Order Destroyed, which from what I've seen are pretty big steps up in quality from the first game. She's been working on Dark Rising 3 for quite a while, and honestly I hope she doesn't quit making games. I definitely know the feeling of working hard on something only for you to look at it like it's a piece of dog shit a week later. It's pretty demotivating and just makes you feel like giving up. But I guess it's also the first step to making something that's not dog shit. Yada yada Einstein quote. Anyways, I better end this video before I make it too long and it gets delayed until 2025. Jesus Christ.
Their content is fucking adorable. Oh. What a 10 out of 10 person. What an absolute 10 out of 10. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I was giggling because vegan teachers like in a thumbnail about being a prejudiced person again. Again. Yet again. She doesn't stop that. That's wild. I'm just stuck, I'm just stuck shaking my head. Wow. I have become stupefied. Held in my britches because of some gal on the internet. Yikes. Y'all want to look a year back in time? Okay, cool. Oh, I realized just now I wasn't showing you my browser so you weren't, like, in on my giggles. Oh, I'm such a sorry goofball. You want to watch something from a year ago? I think you do. I really think you do. Wait, what?
This rival battle has been the subject of rumors and misinformation for 15 years. It was discovered in the game's data early in Pokemon Platinum's history, but was never unlocked on a real cartridge until today. In this video, I'll be going over how I forced the game to give me this hidden battle and the ridiculousness of Sinnoh's toughest boss battle. Before I talk about the battle itself, I need to talk about the battles that surround it.
My camera
Your
froze
rival,
again.
Barry, challenges you constantly throughout Pokemon
Well, I
Platinum.
just looked up and
His teams
noticed.
increase in level
Okay.
every time he challenges you, and he is even available to battle after you beat the game. These post-game Barry fights will be our main focus today. After you defeat Cynthia and become the Sinnoh League champion, you get access to the
feel like
battle
it'll
zone.
resolve itself
This
now, I
post-game
just
area is home
jostled
to the
it.
Battle Frontier, the Ribbon Syndicate,
Oh, yeah,
Stark Mountain,
whatever.
and more. Upon arrival, you are immediately thrust into a double battle
I
with
got it,
Barry
though.
against Flint and Volkner. After completing this battle, a short quest begins that
That's
involves finishing off Team Galactic and unlocking
got it.
Heatran at Stark Mountain. Once this quest is complete, you unlock the Battleground, a building in the survival area where you can challenge high-level versions of gym leaders and other notable characters from your Sinnoh journey. More importantly, once the Battleground is unlocked, you also unlock a special, repeatable battle against Barry. He will be found standing right in front of the Battleground and can be
I saw my
challenged
water,
once a
so I
day
got
on
excited.
Saturdays and Sundays. Barry's Platinum team varies depending on your starter of choice. He will always have a Staraptor, Heracross, Snorlax, and the starter that has the type advantage over your starter. For his last 2 slots, he uses 2 of Rapidash, Floatzel, and Roserade. These Pokemon are level 59 through 65, higher than any of his main story battles. But this is far from the hardest fight in Platinum. There is a rarer, much stronger Barry fight that you can unlock. This higher tier fight exists across Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. His Diamond and Pearl team maxes out at level 74, while his Platinum team maxes out at a whopping level 85. This makes Barry the battle with the highest level Pokemon in the series, until 1 year later when Heart Gold Soul Silver Red shows him up with a level 88 Pikachu. If you watch my Battle Hall fan video, you should know by now that Platinum is no stranger to obscure and time-consuming requirements to unlock things. All 3 games give no real hint on how to unlock the Super Barry fight. After you beat Barry, he just tells you to keep getting tougher, and that if you do, he'll get tougher too. But what on earth does it mean to get tougher? Maybe you need higher level Pokemon, or maybe you need to make progress in the Battle Frontier, or maybe you need to enter the Hall of Fame 20 times. Yeah, the only way to unlock this fight is literally beating Aaron, Bertha, Flint, Lucian, and Cynthia 20 times in order to enter the Hall of Fame 20 times. Without guides or external game knowledge, you would have no way to know this. I can kind of see where they're going with this. Obviously, beating the Elite Four tons of times will naturally make your Pokemon higher level and put your team more in line with Barry's level 85 team. I had never done this fight, as I never knew it even existed until recently. So I did it live over the course of 1 stream. Since I already entered the Hall of Fame once to beat the game, this meant 19 back-to-back Pokemon League runs. If you speedrun it like I did, you're looking at 8 hours of fights just to unlock this super boss, a much steeper requirement than previous games in the series. It's important to note for Platinum that it doesn't matter if you fight the regular Elite Four or the harder version that unlocks after you beat Stark Mountain. So if you are doing this yourself, I definitely recommend doing your 20 runs before you clear Stark Mountain to save yourself from even slower Gen 4 health bars. Now, the game's data actually contains 1 more set of rival battles, featuring his usual teams but with Pokemon ranging from level 68 to 75.
It's
This
more
will place it
damage
as
for
a
us.
sort of middle ground between his initial post-game
This
fight and the
lets us
harder
deliver the
level
damage.
85 fight. While the Pokemon are the same, the movesets are slightly different. Some movesets mirror the level 65 fight, while others mirror the level 85 fight. According to multiple Bulbapedia pages and online forums, the way to unlock this battle is with 10 Hall of Fame entries, half of the required 20 for the level 85 fight. So let's just do 10 Hall of Fame entries and oh, it's not here. In fact, no matter what your Hall of Fame entry count is, this fight will not
I missed
unlock.
my hit,
I
so I
spent way
should've
too much
knocked him
time
there.
trying everything possible to see this Barry battle, following my normal research process, and nothing worked. After looking into it more, I can confirm that there is no way to unlock this level 75 Barry battle in the game. For whatever reason, it's in the game's data, but there's just no way to activate it. The battle even has specific dialogue that goes to waste. As a result, there has been no way to see this fight for yourself without hacking. I even checked if there was an
Victoria
action
named
replay
V
code
is
I could use to
adorable.
trigger it, but no luck. This fight has remained inaccessible on a real cartridge for nearly 15 years. That is, until recently. Enter ACE, or Arbitrary Code Execution. For those not familiar, Arbitrary Code Execution is a type of exploit that allows you
And
to
we'll take
execute
poison
custom
again.
code.
Oh,
ACE
actually,
exploits
let's
or
burn this
glitches
out.
are somewhat common in older games and exist in many older Pokemon games. In 2021, a group of glitch hunters figured out how to achieve Ace in Diamond and Pearl. In fact, one of the glitch hunters, Retire, helped me make a sick Ace demo for AGDQ 2024, where we showed off a custom event and
But it
even
didn't
a
land at the
custom
top.
Pokemon. In just this
That's
past
fine.
year, Retire found a way to transfer Ace from Diamond or Pearl to Platinum. With Ace, we can easily trigger any battle we desire. So, I just had to set up Ace in Diamond and then transfer it to Platinum. Big kudos to Retire for writing up a lot of documentation and helping me through the process. I'm not going to get into how I set up Ace or everything that it entails, because this video would be 4 times longer and it's besides the point, but Retire actually has a fantastic video detailing Ace that I'll put in the description. The TLDR is I set up Ace on Diamond, then sent a glitched Wonder Card gift to Platinum that would activate Ace. Once it was set up, I was able to trigger the berry fights and finally see their dialogue on a real cartridge. Ignore the funny Porygon Z, it's part of the Ace. Anyways, looking at the dialogue, all three variations of the battle are the same. When his last Pokemon is at half HP, he'll say, "I'm not giving up till the end, I can't give up." And when he's defeated, he'll say, "What just went down? You wait, I'll get tougher." Hopefully I don't have to do any voice acting ever again for this channel. Anyways, the dialogue is different from what he says for the level 65 and 85 battles, but the message is basically the same. Interestingly, both the loss and low HP dialogue are exactly the same as the level 74 berry rematch in Diamond and Pearl. In fact, they occupy the same trainer IDs in the game's data. It's easy to think it's just leftover Diamond and Pearl data, but then why did they go through and update the team slightly in Platinum by increasing their levels and updating movesets? My guess is that they were initially going to use this level 75 fight as the final berry fight, then later decided to give him a much harder level 85 team. Maybe they did keep the level 75 team as a potential intermediate step to soften the 20 level jump and forgot to implement it, or they just changed their minds and left the data in. Nonetheless, the battle clearly works and has dialogue unique to any other fight in the game. For all of this effort, Barry rewards me with a massive 7,500 Pokédollars. As far as I know, this is the only notable unimplemented fight in Pokemon Platinum's data, so I'm glad I was able to document it on an authentic cartridge and share this journey with all of you. Before I show the fight uncut, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I can't stress how much I enjoy making videos on weird Pokemon things that have been bugging me for a while, so thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.
Oh, I missed that. Drinking your wife's bathwater. Oh no. Oh, I went under him. I went on him. Earlies. I fumbled a good hit. He gave me an opening and I fumbled it. Fumbled it so hard. What a goof. You were patting earlier. Good night, Grandpa. Early. Titties. Early again. He's taking tank at. Smush, panic roll, smush. Smush! He is Horaloo. He will get you. What a guy. What a champ, what a guy. What a dude. What a man. What a goofball. What a silly goofball.
Alright, so the other day we found out one.
You went a year ago? Because I kind of went a year ago. It's like a year ago. This isn't the other day. This literally played a year ago. Okay, I'm just going to be clear. We're going to watch A to Z from a year ago. Because I said so. And then I'm going to head out. But y'all are stuck with me. And so hi.
One of the island boys had recently been arrested due to an altercation he had with one of his ex-girlfriends. But this arrest was a full-on spectacle, ranging from the police randomly giving him his phone to the alleged victim calling him while he was being arrested. So he then answered the phone and started asking her why he was being arrested. Then he tried to beat the case while he had his handcuffs on in the back of the police car rather than just being quiet and dealing with it later on in court with a lawyer. The police then had to calm him down, and for some reason they didn't just hang up the phone with the girl, they also had to calm her down on the phone. So it was just incredibly chaotic, and while all of this was going down, they still wouldn't tell him why he was being arrested. Then Kodiak Red, the island boy who was being arrested, when he got to jail, he decided to pull the "do you know who I am" card. I feel like jail is probably one of the last places you would want to be recognized as a celebrity, but hey, what do I know?
You know who I am? Yeah, I knew who you were when I saw you. Hey, EMX, you know who I am?
Obviously, that was a mega mind move, but to then make things worse for himself, he started to start taunting and I guess belittling the guards who are responsible of where to place him in the jail by asking them, how much do they make? Ah, I make that in a day. You know, absolute genius move. So I ended up calling him up on Discord to figure out, what did I just watch? Because that was the only question that was going through my head. To start everything off, I just reacted to the whole body cam footage and everything that went viral yesterday.
Yeah, what do you think about
I only moderately hate to ask this. Do I want cookie dough or bananas Foster?
That was like the first, like, why didn't you just like handle it in
I
court?
I was in awe because at first I was told she was going to the hospital to get her car from my other house.
Okay.
So I know that they were arresting me for something that was like that. I did not do nothing wrong. That's why I was saying I was falsely charged, and that's why the charge dropped the second week. The prosecutor dropped it.
Okay, so that whole case has been dropped?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, because you were in the back of the police car trying to beat the case with cuffs on before they even took you to jail and went through anything. That was what I was like, wait.
That's why I looked at the cop and I said,
I did say
they skipped a lot of funny points. They didn't get the first part where they slammed me on the ground. They got me to getting in the car, but they slammed me on the ground, and I said to the police, to one of the cops, I said, you need lip fillers.
What the fuck?
Whoa,
that's
okay.
what made them. That's what made them. Because they had like little thin lips, and I said, I'm rich. Don't you see my Corvette in the front? You saw my Corvette right there. I'm like, I was really confident, and then I find out that they had a domestic on me. I'm like, what? I didn't
Okay, a
even do
hefty
nothing.
ass
So I
wall
was like in
warts on
awe
the
or something like
ground.
that.
Are you okay with like taking me through that night? Like how did the police approach you? Like what was going on?
Okay, so basically, I come back from getting
So
my
not
Corvette from
cookie
the other
dough?
house,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then I leave my charger. I had a charger. I left my
Wait, they're out
charger
of bananas.
in my other house.
They're out of
and
bananas
it's like
Foster.
20 minutes away from
So
the
it is
Airbnb
cookie
that I'm
dough.
at. So I was staying at this
Serendipity.
Airbnb with a rooftop, jacuzzi, and everything like
Ooh.
that. I'm at the
Get got.
townhouse with the window panes that show everything, no curtains, no nothing. At that time, I was taking.
No curtains, no cap?
So I just took so I'm feeling real confident and stuff like that. I'm not gonna talk about the other party, but the other party went to the hospital high and went to line. That's basically what happened. And that's why I was like, yo, you guys are profiling me.
I
Because
usually
know
only
I
go for
didn't do
vanilla
nothing wrong.
anyway,
I don't
so
know if
it's
you can see
fine.
it, but it says disposed right there. It says case status disposed. Yeah, so it got in 2 weeks. That doesn't happen generally. It takes months to get a case dropped. But
Interesting.
It's fine, I'll have double chocolate.
I got arrested falsely. That's
It's
why I
fine.
looked at the cop. I'm like,
Triple
yo,
wins.
I'm telling you, with the wrong person. They
Triple
didn't show
wins.
a lot of funny parts. There was a lot more funny
Trips
parts to it. They like kind of skipped or jabbered. I don't know if it was because of the guy that request. Don't you have to submit a lot of information to request the body cam footage?
I don't know the
This
process.
was a year ago.
Yeah, I did some research. The
bananas.
process is that you have
I wish
to
I had
prove
bananas
to
Foster.
request to submit a request to
Lame.
get a body cam. You have to prove that you need it for some type of form of evidence. So the person that it must have been a clout chaser. And had to lie and say it was for
Right.
evidence, and then
Did
leaked
you
it
just
out
call
on
someone
the,
a clout
on social.
chaser?
Yeah, but they did it, and it's a process. It takes days, and the case has to be closed.
What?
Either they shut the cameras down when they did that to
Lil
me,
bro
and
just said
I was slammed on the
clout
ground,
chaser.
and they put me to the police department because that whole interaction was showing,
To this.
yo, this dude is fully not. He needs to get out of the police car and get out the handcuffs ASAP. He didn't do nothing. You hear the girl on the phone saying that, yo, don't arrest him. She had actually showed up physically to a police department.
Of all the things to call someone, how do you go with clout chaser here?
With the guy that says, "Are
Like-
you scared?" I'm like, bro, I've been a juvenile like since that record. You hear a girl in the background saying, "Stop." That's the other party. She showed up to the police department
Like what?
and the main county jail while I'm getting booked, saying, "Don't arrest him, don't arrest him." So I didn't really understand. You feel me? I guess it was just a young
They
girl
can't
that didn't know
call her
anything.
Okay, wait. So essentially, did they? As soon as the police approached you, like, what did they knock on your door and you opened the door and then they were there?
Yeah, they knocked really loud, and I'm in the first floor. It's a townhouse, right?
Yeah.
It's like 5-story
Yeah,
townhouse,
you take
and
care.
I'm at the first floor in that bedroom. And as soon as I opened the door, I thought it was like a regular person knocking, and I see like 10 cops in the front. I'm like, oh, they got me, because the window panes are like you could see everything. You could even see my bag,
Tomorrow's a busy day.
my like duffel bags that are sitting in the front.
What is
my
a peanut
clothes that I
butter
had sitting
brownie
all
ice
week. I
cream?
open the door, I'm all confident. I'm like,
I'm
they're
window
like, yo,
shopping
do you
ice
know
cream.
this girl? This. I like, you don't see my Corvette in front. They're like, what is that supposed to mean? And I told the white car, the Caucasian car, I go like, bro, you got
What?
you need lip fillers.
Why?
And then boom, they're like, turn around and slam me
Why
on
do we
the floor,
have
and
to
then
be
that's
this
when they take me to the cop
person?
car.
Okay, and then that's essentially where the clip started of you, like,
Right.
essentially
I guess
asking,
that's
why
when
am I
they
being
turn on
arrested? Why am I being arrested? That's when, like, okay, interesting. And then, okay, so that night, that all happened. You ended up calling first the other part, and then after that, you called your brother, or did you get to call your brother at that time?
I get to call my brother. There was another time I get to call him with a Cuban cop, because I'm
I might
Cuban
have
too.
good
He's real
news.
cool. But I get to call him, and he ended up telling me, yo, what the reason why I got arrested and all the statements, and it showed proof that the girl that was saying don't arrest him, this, that, the other party and stuff like that, actually made statements about me. So I'm like, this. And I sat a whole weekend in jail. They said they put me in PC, but they don't know that when you're in a certain status in that jail, like YNW Melly's in a cell 24 hours, 24/7 throughout the day, and he's in the 8th floor. You feel me? I was general population for the whole day, and then they changed me up to a different pod because they knew that I was high status. When they know you're high status, they're gonna change it up, whether like it or you not. I mean, he heard me on the phone, ask, "Yo, can you put me in general population? Because I'm going crazy." And I was really in a detox pod.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was detoxing. That's really what I was in. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be withdrawing real bad. You feel me? And then they put me in a turtle suit.
Did y'all know there's like sweet potato pie cups?
That's why I was in a turtle suit.
Y'all know
And
that shit
I was
sounds
going
fucking
through a real
sick.
bad detox. So I was like, nah.
Okay, cool. I just
Is
thought I'd
it a
break the
turtle
news.
suit where you can't, like, you have your arms restricted? Or
No, you
And
seen
these
those
bitches are
guys? Like
plant-based.
you.
Oh,
Not
hell
to confirm
yes.
myself, like you seen Pooh Shiesty
Oh,
wear
yes, please.
that
Let's
green
go.
turtle suit in court where it straps up on top like that, straps up like that, and it just wraps around to confirm myself. Like you seen Pooh Shiesty wear that green turtle suit in court where it straps up on top like that, straps up like that, and it just wraps around like a dress, but you're naked inside.
oh, okay, no.
It's so you can't. It's inflammable. You can't burn yourself, and you can't make a noose out of it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I was not in PC. I was in a suicide watch and a detox storm.
Oh, wow. My biggest question was, after you got into the jail, you realized you were probably going to spend the night there anyway. Like, why were you beefing with the guys at that time?
I thought I was gonna bond out during
blown away.
bookings, but then they told me, first off, it's the weekend. You need to see a lawyer. Not a lawyer, a judge, a magistrate. What are they called? A magistrate or something like that. And then what's it called? That you're gonna have to see a judge. And I was like, what? I thought I was just easily gonna be bonded out because I have no priors. I don't cause no trouble.
So that's why you were beefing with the guard, asking how much they get paid and so on? Because I was going like, why are you beefing with the guy who's probably responsible of where to place you in the jail?
Little bro is unabashedly like, yeah, I was beefing. That's respectable.
I mean, it's good to hear that whole situation is cleared up for you and so on. Is there anything you want to add to that situation?
That situation was bullshit, and that's why it's over with. That's basically it. I'm just glad that I'm good with it and everything.
Awesome. So other than that, what's going on with the Island Boys? What have you guys been up to?
Oh man, we've been dealing with a lot of negativity these past few weeks. A lot of it's always something new every day in the news, articles, whatever. So we just been trying to keep our head up high and trying to deal with real life things. The internet's just got crazy. We're trying to wonder why do they keep adding my name into everything like this? They said something about my watch is off and stuff like that, but my watch, I changed the face to it. There was nothing wrong with my watch. It's just got aftermarket diamonds. I mean, they're clearly showing watches that are not even exactly the same type of watch that I have. So it made no sense. I'm obviously getting hated on the internet. I'm not the one to say that, oh, you guys, I know I was saying you profiled me. They did profile me. And also now I'm getting targeted on the internet for
at least
whatever reason, for me being young and
at some
whatever.
point.
You could literally look at my pendant.
They can say how hard ass they are.
Real. This is real diamonds.
I wonder where it all started.
It wouldn't be custom made with bills that look like the bald eagle of my thing. I mean, I can show you my other jewelry. My jewelry is custom, so I don't even understand where they coming at that. Obviously, I have real diamonds.
That's sick. Are you guys still living in these influencer houses you guys have been contracting or creating?
We was trying to start one up yesterday, but at the moment it's just me and my brother living in the house together. Yeah, it's a lot of drama. They normally don't work out. Yeah, they normally don't work out. Yeah, it's a lot of they get ego when they start getting a little bit of a little rise, and then they start having an attitude with us. So we're like, bro, we're gonna put you in your place. That's why I ended up dude be going online talking about he beat me up. I'm not gonna say his name. His name starts with a B, but we all know I beat him up. You saw
name starts with a B for bitch.
Put him in an MMA chokehold.
It's what I would try to bury that.
Wait,
but,
what was that situation? Just a guy who moved into a house with you guys?
This kid claims he's tough. We put him on. I see my brother spend money on Airbnb. It pissed me off. And he's treating my brother a certain way. So I said, come outside and fight me. And you be saying I'm fake, man. I'm real. I'm real spirit. I'm like, okay, you got to see me about it. And he was always scared to fight me because he would say, bro, you're swole. Remember last summer you talked to me? That's when I was hitting the gym.
Yeah.
Now I got skinnier. But I'm not going to lie to you. I got skinnier. But last summer you talked to me, I was a lot bigger, right? So, that was around that time when he was like, you're swole, I'll never fight you. I said, that's why I put the video up, and we fight him, and then he goes running. He tries to act tough like this. He throws a punch, boom, I put him on the ground, I choke with him. He did not beat me up. A dude with the little B. You said he was gonna blow up in 6 months. You did not blow up in 6 months. You didn't go nowhere. Your music is not it.
Are you guys still making music actively, or?
Right now, no, we took a big break. Yeah, we took a break, but I do have a lot of music saved up. like that. I could shoot a lot of music videos. The thing is that what people don't understand is that when you get big and stuff like that, with and a lot of notoriety, it comes with a lot of drama. So it's like you're so like mixed up with a lot of drama. It's kind of hard to get your head out of it. So yeah, music is definitely the goal. But yeah, right.
Have you guys thought about like isolating your guys? Like just go into a random state, no one knows where you guys are, just isolating, working,
We've done
focusing.
that before. We've done that before. We lived in North Carolina, Jacksonville for a while. Small town. It's a military town. But I mean, to be honest with you, actually that's when we were really focused on music the most. Right. We would drive an hour away in the boonies and the sticks in a trailer with a guy that knows how to use. He knows how to use the program and everything. He was good. We made good music with him and everything. After we worked the 9 to 5, no, we worked 11 hours, 12 hours. We was slaving away. We were working a job at the time for $500 a week, but we still was making music and still was on the internet. Still trying to make it. That's if it wasn't for that, for still trying to make it while we was working, then that would be a problem. That's what I had interference with our boss, because our boss did not like that we was on our phones. And I told my boss one day, I'm like, and he's Arab, so he's very strict about like, you know, your hours and the work. I'm like, yo, I make more money on my phone than I make a week. It started getting like that. And then he started getting mad. He started catching on to it. He was like, you know what, just that. And then he ended up firing him, and then he fired me right after, because my brother told him to off.
I feel that.
Yeah. He was trying it.
Yeah, I used to be a janitor, so I can relate to stuff like that.
And then we noticed that the females. Would you ever work as a janitor again?
No, I mean, like I'm working so hard to never become a janitor ever again.
Right,
like
that's kind of
every time I had to clean something I didn't want to clean, I was like, I sure hope this YouTube thing works out, because I was doing night shifts at janitor. Like I'd start at like 11 at night, and then essentially I had to like clean the entire like outlet mall before it opened before the next morning. And then
so he was there for hours.
Yeah, so it was like a night shift, right? And then I was finished between like 5 and 7 in the morning, depending on how much I had to clean. And then I'd go home and like sleep and wake up, make YouTube videos, and then go back to the janitor job.
And then go back to the janitor. Yeah. So,
exactly.
Are you like saving all your money and like?
I'm trying.
Like, you're trying. Okay.
Yeah. Well, like I save like as much as possible, but I also have a family and I got to take care of them.
Family?
And
Do you have
I try to
kids?
invest as much as possible. Yeah, I have one kid.
Did you end up? Are you still with that girl that you said you would?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Thank
I like
you.
That. Don't you live in Canada now?
No. I'm in the Northeast, U.S.
Got you. Oh, okay. Okay. Got you.
So I've just been chilling up here.
Talking about Canada. You never went to Canada or something like that before?
No. I'm from I lived in Norway.
You lived in Norway. Oh, that's right. Okay.
So I was working a janitor job in Norway, but I'm born in the U.S.
That must have been different. But you're from the U.S.?
Yeah, so I was born in the U.S. I'm half Norwegian, so my parents moved me to Norway when I was like 7. And then I was out there until I was 18. That's when I moved to England to try to pursue YouTube.
I mean, what do you think, in your opinion? Do you think from being 21-year-olds, from where we at right now in our life and everything that we got done and take care of our family as well, which is... That's a blessing. You get to take care of your family too. You think that we're dumber than what we
Okay,
love?
that's charming.
No.
We're not dumb, bro. No.
Like the internet meme is that you guys are like the Beavis and Buttheads. That's like the internet joke about it. But like, I understand that you guys have to be pretty smart to get as far as you guys are, because you guys got a break. And then you guys heavily capitalized on that.
We're not like school smart for sure. No. But we're definitely we're smart and making and being who we are. Yeah. And it takes a lot of brains to get to maintain it too, and it takes a lot of brains to deal with certain shit that we deal with. Everyone's smart in a different way. We would say, right? But I prefer being smart in my way. There's people that are smarter than me in what I do, but I will get there one day because I'm still living and learning. I'm only 21. We're turning 22 next month. So I'll tell you what, I definitely know how to fool people. Yeah. I mean, the best thing is to look dumb, but be smart on the inside. People can think you're dumb. You want people to think you're dumb.
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys are way ahead for your age, and there's no one that can really take that away from you guys. So, like, I would say, like, the only thing you guys got to do is stay out of trouble.
I also do that sometimes.
Navigate socially to not associate with people who want to take from you.
So I'd have to talk less. It was a way to keep away from
Yep.
people.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
No
I appreciate
worries.
it. No, yeah, we're doing very well as of right now. Like what I talked to you like a year ago.
Yeah.
Like still maintaining, still doing good, and living life, and single and stuff like that. So any pretty ladies they want to hit me up, they can hit me up. My DM box is open, so if you can hit me up with a nice little message, I'll message you back, little baby.
You gotta find someone who won't get you in a situation like you just were in.
Oh, for sure.
That's
Yeah. So now we have to. You need a woman. I need a woman. With this, we need to disqualify the little girls. We need to find. We need to find red woman. That's what we need to find. A classy woman, a classy ride or die woman that doesn't listen to her mom about everything and stuff.
But then also you have to be a man for her as well. So you have to be loyal, treat her with respect, open the door for her. Like you have to do all this stuff as well.
The door thing is still just gonna fuck me.
Yeah.
You want to know what it is?
What's your condition?
I can other girls.
What? See that's when you get stuck with like these women that you've been currently with.
No,
that's the issue there.
My most happiest relationship was when I was in a polygamy with a girl and her cousin.
But doesn't that get boring after a while?
No, because we get other girls to do it, but they do get jealous after a while, though.
So, yeah, exactly. Like it's just like it's not built to last.
It's not built to last. Polygamy is not built to last because they end up catching feelings because girls are very emotional. There's no settling. But me as a man, and me, my ego, we have men, we have like a pride thing, right?
Yeah.
Me as a man, it made my ego go up having different women every time. And,
I know, but like ego is temporary. Like you have to master your own ego and understand, like, all right, I want to act and do to make tomorrow better.
Right. I hooked up with six girls on the yacht in front of the girl that I was dating. So,
and that clearly probably caused problems.
No,
I'm assuming.
She ended up going. It did cause problems. She ended up going on a different yacht. It did cause problems. Remember when she was throwing stuff and hitting the doors? Yeah. Thank God we had security. Selena Powell and her friend choked her up with a charger in my security's car. You know Selena Powell, right?
No. Who's she?
It's some disgusting girl that like. She's disgusting. She basically
my face is disgusting.
She exposed them, kiss and toes, and be like, "Oh my God, he's small, big. Oh my God, again." But no rapper wants you to talk about if you or not. She's
so
disgusting.
why would you associate with that?
Bro, I don't know. She had like a little name for herself. Academic. That's like academics. Little part of the game. It's part of the game.
Oh, okay, so you could use her to what? To open other doors for you in the future? Like, no, is it a connection thing?
Because she does not have the doors. It's not. It's like a chess piece. You got it. It's like a brain thing. It's like where your mind's at. So okay. So think about it like this. I went to the Mercedes dealership. Right? I'm gonna get an AMG. Right? She had a G-Wagon. Right? Wrapped in pink.
G-Wagon.
She had to trade it in because she couldn't afford it no more. No, but let me finish what I'm saying. When she's not when I was trying to come up and I had like 10,000, 20,000 followers on Instagram, I used to see her get all this money and all this stuff and. No, rappers, it's not the case. I know.
Oh, shut
and
up,
her views were higher and stuff like that. So when I was broke and I didn't have nothing, I said, I'm like, yo, when I get money, I'm going to make sure I hang out with her. Then when I hung out with her, then I realized there's no point of hanging out with someone like that. It's a mind thing. It's to put your mind at ease to understand that you don't need to hang out with certain people to feel like it's cool. You know, like when you reach certain clout, and then you're like, man, those are people I wish I could meet. And then you meet them in real life, and they're not really the person that you actually wanted to meet. So then now you can just move on with your life. Yeah. There's so many celebrities that me and my brother have met, rappers, comedians, stuff like that, and girls and model girls that
a
we
little
met
bit it's then
that
like
are
weird.
not what they portray on the internet. Like what you get out
They're
of me and my
trying.
brother, we act,
They're so
obviously you
weird.
saw on the body cam, we act like this in real life.
Yeah.
These people do not act like this at all in real life. It's all an image thing on the internet. I do this for real. Like if you get red, if you're getting red, you're getting my first name Frankie. You're getting me out of it because I just keep it so real. Like I know people be like, "Oh, bro, you're calling yourself real. You think you're all that?" No, buddy, I keep it real. You feel me? I'm unfiltered. I understand that. Sometimes I should keep my mouth shut. It'll look better. But I like to say what I like to say.
Like I stream, I should shut the fuck
people are
up.
not who they say on the internet. It's the truth. I totally noticed that. What do you think
I
about
also
people,
took the same
about
cop out.
censoring people?
It's
Do you
easier to
think that's
just be
annoying or
you.
what? I think that's very annoying.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like there should be open dialogue. Like, there should be open discussion. Like, people should be able to talk so other people can then hear it and decide then if that's a good or a bad opinion.
Have you seen the market, bro?
What, like, what market? Like, just like
The
the
market
stock
of
markets,
ideas,
cars,
where
The
these
market
yeah.
of cars and gas and housing.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, houses, the rent's expensive. We have to up our rent all the time because of
Buy a house.
Yeah, buy a house, but what's it called? You gotta wait till July 3rd. They're having a new law on July 3rd to buy a house where in Florida. It's called the Hero Program. It's called the Hero Program. That's when you buy a house. Yeah.
Yeah, but my brother and I, we relocate a lot. If we were to buy a house, I would just use it as an investment, for equity. Just sell it, flip it, use the Airbnb or something.
Right.
We like to move around a lot because we get recognized everywhere. And
You know, one thing I would like to do, I would like to fly out to Virginia because I lived in Virginia for a little bit too as well for 6 months. I'd like to fly out to Virginia.
I like their ear
buy
taps.
an apartment complex there and just just go back home and just let it sit and pick up money off of it.
I mean, Southern Virginia is pretty cheap now, I think.
So cheap. It's
But
so
like
cheap.
Northern Virginia, like
Yes.
up against DC, is really expensive. Like it's DC prices.
No, I'm not talking about Northern Virginia. I'm talking about around Christiansburg area, like next to Virginia Tech, where the university's at.
Okay,
Very
okay,
cheap,
yeah.
Very cheap housing, and there's college kids. The
Yeah, so
university-
if you buy multiple units
and
there,
they
you can
won't
rent it
break-
out to
they
college
won't break your
kids.
stuff because people in Virginia Tech are so.
I don't know.
They're usually from.
Okay, cool.
They're
Grocery
usually
list
from-
is
they're
done.
usually from,
Everything's ready.
What's it? What?
That was
Money for
very
money?
difficult. I'm very ignorant to life.
No. They get a visa, but I'm talking about like. they're usually like Muslim or Arabic people, you know, like or Indian or something like that.
A year-old VOD is pretty
They're
solid.
not like
I'll
people
be
that
headed out in
break
a
stuff.
sec.
They follow the rules. They're like, oh, this is
I just
haram,
want
this,
this.
that. So you're not worried about your apartment complex getting broken down. So maybe we should open up apartment complex in Virginia.
Hey, do you get haircuts?
Rarely. Dude, I didn't get a haircut for like a year. Like it was really, really bad. So I recently got one, but
Where do you go to get haircuts? A salon or?
no, I have
Here's our
I have
current
like a
sector.
person I go to. Like I hit him on the phone and then they go wherever.
Do you get fades or do you?
No, they just cut my hair. Like literally, I have to pay for like a female cut because they use scissors because it's long
my
hair.
God.
I know. Yeah.
Hey, why don't you get fades? Why you like get a fade?
I don't know. I like long
Get
hair
it
because I use helmets
fade,
because
bro.
I like riding BMX and I like skiing a lot. So with short hair, I don't know. It's more annoing. But with
Where do
long
you like
hair,
skiing? Where do you like skiing at?
I went to Colorado for like 2 months this year.
That's lit.
That was amazing.
I saw all the positive feedback that I got from your the video I did with you. Like,
There was a lot of people who enjoyed that because like that, I think that was the first time you weren't yelling at the person interviewing you.
yeah, I mean, you gotta understand, like, you feel me?
Murder.
You're respectful anyway, so that's why. But like, you gotta
that's sweet.
understand that, like people, they judge us like a book. You feel me? They look at us like oh, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. And people judge us by our image and stuff like that. But they don't understand that we're actually cool people to hang around with, cool people to be around with, you know, to do business with. We're very legitimate. It just like that's what the type of people we are.
They're charming.
And then we had to put on like I said, I'm the real me, but when I do rage, I could over exaggerate it to make it, you know, have more clout, more views into it. You feel me? And why not? Good. Any publicity is good.
And plus,
I'm headed the fuck
viral
out.
video from Impulsive, we were a lot younger. So
yeah,
I mean, we're
They're
young
trying
still,
to
but I'm
say the
saying,
right
like,
things. That's why
you
it's
gotta
kind of
understand,
cute.
it's like we were so newfounded in what was happening. So I felt like we were being
I'll
attacked
be around
against
tomorrow,
that, and you know. We
I'll
could have
probably be
handled
kinda
it
beat
differently,
tomorrow,
you know.
I don't
to
really
be
understand
fair.
how they
But
congratulate
we'll
on
chill.
our success and then after ask us what if it doesn't work out. Like what is that supposed to mean? Yeah.
And
Like,
if it doesn't
but,
work out, try your
was wrong
hardest.
on both
Whatever the fuck you're
sides,
doing.
but I
Alright,
mean,
peace
we
out.
could have
Thank you
handled
all
it
for hanging out
differently.
with me.
Maybe it could have been talked
Bye-bye.
about. It just I feel
Please
like
take
it
care.
was whatever. But
The most
at
up-to-date
the end of the day,
timestamp
you
is
know,
right
you
there.
learn from mistakes and
And
you become a better
so,
person.
yeah,
That's all
there
you
you
can do,
go.
right?
Peace out. Be well. We're gonna go see Bird. Tell them I say hi.
Like I think like